that should be working. I hope it is. Can't see it. Now I gotta turn on the game audio. If I can find it again. No, I have to go to here because I didn't turn that on first. Oh no, not the sounds. 98.7. Cool. Okay. Whoa, that's loud. That's all right. What's happening, fellas? It's your boy Hardcorn. We're back with something great today. We've got little Miss Kannazuki Sora on our hands. She's a brand new character in Action Taimanin, and we're going to take a look at her today and what all she's got in store. And frankly, it's quite a lot. This is a very interesting character in how they wanted to portray her, and frankly, it's a very worthwhile portrayal we're going to take a look at. But now, let's get started. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see what y'all got to say. Alright, the oh cool postman first, literally raced to the finish right there. My goodness. Man's on a mission. How you doing there, Jermaine? Hi, Raptor. Kaboom! Oh, look at that. Operation Snake Eater Sora. But wow, I saw that earlier. He streamed for 9 hours. Like, what did he even do for 9 hours in this sort of game? My goodness, man must have moved heaven and earth on that sort of thing. But let's get ourselves a little detail on our brand new character. The soft little fox we've got over here uses bows as a weapon. They're like these huge ass bows too. I mean, look at this thing. She's like, this thing's standing up from end to end is taller than her. But no, she draws it like the best of them. It's insane. But let's take a look at her skills for the most part. She's got a lot of very interesting ones for sure. She's even doing the "you're pretty good" sort of hand signal over there, postman. It's insane. She's absolutely crazy. But we'll take a look right here. She's got what is it? Oh, how am I going to say this? All of her skills are actually really, really good. Sora has like really insane coverage, and she's like a pure ranged character. I don't think there's any sort of melee damage that she'll deal outside of God's Maw. But let's start off with Celestial Fox. Celestial Fox, she during her normal attack chain, she can just keep shooting arrows. This allows her to shoot off essentially an entire volley of arrows, and they home in on the enemy's location. Like whenever they do the enemy strike right here, they're going to have they're going to hit each and every single enemy in the duration. This has an attack range increase, and it already has some of the highest range in the game. I mean, look at this. All she has to do is just like during her attack chain, fire that off, and she'll do like. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's really good for keeping enemies away from her. Next, we'll look at God's Maw. This is essentially Ingrid's Crescent Slash. Yeah, that's it. It's Ingrid's Crescent Slash, but it happens in an enormous area of effect. It adds Earthquake Aftershocks to the enemy, knocks them down, has extremely high base damage, and has a critical rate booster. This means every time that she casts this, it's going to be an immensely powerful attack. It's fucking insane. Like I've taken this skill just by itself most times, and it's absolutely just pure destruction. Even without the little aftershocks, she's it's really, really good. Next we have Shosen. This is a up close and personal shotgun attack. It's what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 shots, but the 4th shot is delayed. It's probably for like some sort of dramatic effect sort of thing, but well, I'm not about to argue on that sort of stuff. It's very good. It gives buffs. It shoots a lot of arrows. Like when you put this in main for green, it's gonna like annihilate everything that gets in her way. Like look at this level of coverage in front of her. That's what is that? Each one of those is 2 meters apiece. So I'll say that's what, 8 meters of coverage in front of her. That's a lot of space. And even then, it can give damage down and a speed buff to her. And it only requires 1 slot, so that's really nice synergy inside. That means every build can take this and use it to some sort of effect very well. Foxfire is really nuts because it gives her an inherent speed boost regardless of whatever build you have. It gives homing arrows on each and every single attack, which is extremely good, which means each and every single one of these skills except for Flare Grudge. Yeah, except for Flare Grudge. No, wait, yeah, I can. Each and every single attack can fire off another series of arrows. It's really, really good. And also, when you're in red, it heals off 3% of the damage dealt by the arrows. These arrows inherently don't deal a lot of damage, but they're really good regardless. Because that means they're spot healing, and they can, since they're spot healing, they home in, and they allow Sora to recover something like probably around 100 to 400 HP per arrow. Her already small HP pool means she can do something like, you know, just recover very easily. She won't have any problems healing up. But it shoots 2 arrows initially, which means she can heal up 100 HP per arrow. So that means if she, heals 100 HP per arrow, that's 300 HP per strike. Every time you cast a skill, that means it's going to happen too. And also that means she's going to activate those when she uses her basic attacks too, which is actually very, very nice. And yes, it's her Sakia skin. So her little companion Sakia, that's her rival skin that she gets out of it. We'll look at those later. But this is really one of her signature skills for sure. It's Visage Art Fox God's Arrow. What she does is she has super armor during the skill, which means you don't have to equip anything to this, and it's an armored skill just like Astaroth's. It fires a huge damage arrow in front of Sora in a very straight line. This hitbox for the arrow is very tight, but it's essentially there to mask the fact that you have maximum range and very high damage. It's your pure power sniping skill. This works essentially the same way as Emily's Gravity Hold. This knocks back. It does not knock up like Emily's. Does huge amounts of damage and restores 5 HP of damage given out. So I don't have Sora actually maxed up in the first place, so it actually allows, and I was healing Sora for about 25,000 health per hit per usage of this, so it's a really solid skill in blue of all things. It's healing in blue. And then we have Oboroguruma, which is what's that thing called? It's Tokiko's finisher skills, Autumn Wind, and something else. It's those skills. It's specifically Tokiko's dodge skill, the ranged version of it, that allows her to shoot arrows, deal an explosion, and also it's a ranged attack, which means it moves Sora. It shoots an explosion, and then the explosion fires off 3 arrows. So it's a high motion, high damage, high escape skill. So it shoots more arrows, gives a buff, reduces enemy speed. This is an all-in-one sort of skill. It's very, very good. Very, very good. And then Fox Flame. Fox Flame is very special because you don't get to see it very well in the skill description, but every time that she shoots an arrow into somebody, every time she shoots an arrow into somebody, it leaves the arrow inside, and then like 2 seconds later, the arrow detonates for additional damage. That's why there's no damage boost off of this. She wants to fire off as many of those as possible. So it's another really, really great coverage skill to a character who is extremely safe when you get within... If you get within about 5 meters away from somebody, you're going to be okay. And then Kuromachi Archery, Yudachi, this is actually a really extremely high damaging skill because it fires off 3 volleys of arrows. It fires 3 arrows per dodge she does. So that's 9 arrows initially. Then she has 5 total ones when you put it in red. So that's 15 arrows. You have to be within probably about 3 meters of the enemy for this to work. If you're with like 5 meters away, it's not going to be as effective because you want to be as close as possible for this to hit. Then these arrows penetrate, so you can actually circle strafe an enemy and then hit them. You can hit the boss 15 times and then kill the enemies in front of it, behind it, and beside it, which is very, very good. This skill also allows her to, as soon as you activate it, you dodge forward and you can move left and right and backwards during this entire skill. It's good for approaching, it's good for escaping, and it's good for crowd control. This is probably going to be her strongest skill regardless, since it's in red, which is full of critical damage boosting. This also as well because it's in green. But Binding Fox Flame, absolutely crazy because it's a contingency skill that is actually very safe to use because it binds the enemy, increases her damage at some parts, increases the snare, and gives a damage down. It only works for one enemy at a time, so it's probably nice for in a PvP sort of situation. Then Flare of Grudge is a mirror attack. One of the few actual mirror skills in a game we have. So this is, every time she does an extreme dodge, she's going to reflect 50% of the damage taken right back to the enemy. I don't know if it has an inherent multiplier to it because I don't have the skill yet. If there is a multiplier to the damage that she receives and then gives back, that means it's going to be really nice for her to activate the extreme dodge, and when she gets hit by gunfire, it will reflect it right back to the enemy. But you can have it back to 90% damage. But the fact you want this for is, obviously you're going to activate it, then you have a 30% damage increase for 10 seconds. When you get maximum cooldown reduction, this goes to 10.5 seconds for cooldown, and this lasts for 10 seconds. That's a half-second perpetual buff thing in that perpetual buff inside that sort of stuff. So that means if you're not going to be able to chain this, is what I'm saying. But she gets a defense up or a damage up. Either way, this skill is going to be absolutely goddamn busted, especially against if you have something like gunfire. Those are her skills. All of her skills are very good, but she looks a lot better in motion than when you get to watch her in here. Especially when you get to see something like Foxfire and Aboroguruma. Alright. What do you guys have to say about that, though? Alright. You checked some of her weapons in Blender, but you didn't get to check all of her costumes. Go check out the 3D model. Well, I guess it's pretty good. I like her 3D model because it's actually like a pink hair character I can stand. There's not very many I can, but it's Sora is slowly climbing up the list the more I level her up. And yes, Rune Drach, this girl got a stand, and it's really, really cool. She's like in Devil May Cry 4 when Nero gets the Yamato and it fuses with his devil arm, and then he can start using the devil trigger and all that sort of stuff. That's what Yamato not Yamato, but her fox art, when she calls upon the fox god's energy, that's essentially what it feels like, and it feels that good. Like when Nero uses Maximum Bet or Showdown. It's nice. Hi there, Blabberpuss. Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, she's like Green Yukikaze. No, she's better than Yukikaze because she doesn't have like all this stop and start and sort of thing. Yukikaze has like a really inconsistent idea of what her range is. With Sora, you don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. It's really cool. Ooh, we're gonna get Pokemon news tomorrow. Well, we'll probably see about that. I'm probably not gonna see it because we're gonna play Postal tomorrow. But yes, let's get Sora started. Let's go take a look at some of her skills in action. Let's go start off with blue. Obviously we're gonna get ranged boost. We're gonna get human damage. And we're gonna go get no, we're not, because we're gonna have a human mate here. There we go. Build them. Put her in there. Alright. We're gonna use Fox God, Foxfire. Celestial Fox. Yeah, I want to show off Celestial Fox because that's really cool. We'll look at all of her skills at some point. Immediately after attack. Awesome. And we can get rid of that, and I'll show off her Taimanin art in general. So let's go over to the secret mission, because thankfully this secret mission today is boss battles. Yeah, we'll be playing Postal Brain Damage tomorrow. I'm really enamored by that game, and I want to play it again. So we'll be doing the first episode tomorrow. You're a little loud there, Sora. Let's turn you down just slightly. Cool. Oh, that's right. You have to hold that. But as you can see right there, every time it explodes, it does additional damage to them. See right there? All those arrows I shot in there, they only do like 10% of her base damage, but it's really good for just keeping the pressure on in the first place. But every time she keeps shooting her arrows like this, it has a potential to heal her. No, not that's only in red. My mistake. Wow, what did that do? That was 1.3 million, and obviously she is not leveled up at all completely in the first place. So Sora comes pretty jam-packed with pure strength. Look at this. $926,000. That one-shot Rinko completely. Something well, no, she has really high particle generation as well because of the fact that she deals an insane amount of hits per attack. Because not only does she have the ability to just start raining all this damage on enemies, it's like those explosions count a lot towards your point count. All right. I gotta retreat now. But she feels like, I won't lie, this is what I wanted Tokika to play like. Because she's absolutely, Sora's fucking crazy. This is a ranged character that doesn't have like a hang up to them or like an extreme power somewhere, but it's like weak in some sort of other area that makes them hard to use. It's like, Sora's good. She's like really good. Feels very satisfying to play. Especially when we're going to go in red, when I show that off. Because it's like, red in motion is like absolutely just crazy strong. And thanks to red having all these like range damage boosters, it's like, it's crazy the sort of stuff you can do with her. So we're going to go find our range supporters. There she is, Nina Weaver. And the thing is, I don't even need to equip, like, Fox God's arrow to, myself. I don't need to equip it, like, with supporters, because it's just inherently strong already. Obviously, it has the, wind-up to it to offset its power, but it has super armor inside it. What can I do? It's so good. Best range character? I don't know. Because I'm heavily biased towards Micah, because that's a character that actually feels really good to me all the time. This character feels just as good as well, except it has even higher motion. It feels good. If you guys have ever played with the bows in Monster Hunter before, it feels like this. Feels really satisfying to do stuff with Sora. And obviously, she's not geared up like hardcore in any sort of way possible. But she's still obviously kicking some real ass. Do you guys like Sora, though? Do you think so far that she's going pretty good? She's a little shy girl that hits like a goddamn truck, which is a really nice trope for sure. But as you can see right there, I was able to use Yudachi and actually continue the assault towards Hebiko. Look at that. That's what, 5 consecutive, that's, well no, it's 4 consecutive dodges in a row. I don't know what other character can do something like that, but hey, I'm waiting for the day that they can. Also, there's something to note that with Sora, she has the same sort of storage as Sue does with her ranged attack. Which means I can dodge out of the end of the at any point of this attack, and then save it up to use somewhere else. Which is very insane, because you can actually just save up her you can save up her power, and then you can save up the last hit of her combo, and then use it to do something like shotgun the entire group. Oborogaruma, that's after attack. Rinko, come here, I need to activate it again. I need to heal. Because when this skill crits, it's absolutely insane. Because I was doing some testing earlier, and it's like, I can hit like 500,000 damage with this on certain enemies. And it's like, wow, this is great. Yeah, just don't let the FBI know that you like that sort of thing. They really, I don't know, they kind of feel like they shot themselves in the foot by name-dropping the fact that she is exactly 14 years old. They didn't need to do that, but they did it anyways. But the best part about this is, oh fucking shit, I just realized I completed the mission. But the best part about Sora is that you can just do something like, nope, I don't have a secret item. But Sora is able to actually just sit around and hurt a lot of stuff very easily. Because as you can see right there, Rinko is notorious for being unable to be struck unless you're a ranged character, or unless you're a ranged character in some way. And even then, when you're a ranged character, she has the ability, Rinko has like such very high chasing, it's like, man, Rinko can close the gap immediately and then just whoop your ass like nobody's business. We'll bring Sora in here. I do like new additions as well, Bucket Lover, instead of like OG characters. I understand we'll get Ann Rose, we'll get Aina, we'll get Micah, not Micah, we'll get Saika in there as well. It's like, it'll eventually happen. I don't have any problems waiting for that sort of thing. I do feel like this is their sort of lessons learned situation from Tokiko. Because this plays like 90% of, this plays like 70% of Tokiko's ranged build, but it's not like crap. Because Tokiko is like, obviously she has the great amount of strength. Tokiko has great strength and lots of motion, but it's like, she has that sort of thing that feels missing inside her for me. But look at that. Look how insane she is. She can just circle strafe the entire enemy and just shred him to bits. If you're able to get her critical rate up in some way, it's very worthwhile to do so. I think she has like 2 or 3 skills that just straight up increase critical damage. So let's go with something like Green. Green traditionally always has critical chance and damage. Oh, and the best part is, guys, she's actually human class. They didn't give her the demon with, because she's got little fox ears now. No, she gets to be a demon. She's a demon, Kaz. Where is God's Maw? There it is. Let's see what God's Maw can do. Boroguruma, that doesn't heal anymore. In green, I don't think she has any healing. So you have to be careful about that sort of stuff. But you can equip the archery, Shosu Foxfire, one more arrow. Cool. Like, if you can get her to, like, speed up in some sort of way, and thankfully Sora is able to actually buff herself enough to get herself a speed bonus. Like, this really feels like the combination of truly lessons learned about this character. Well, at least when making this character.
Kannazuki Sora,
Like, what is it? I can see combinations of stuff they wanted to accomplish with, like, Sue, Tokiko, and all that sort of stuff. Oh, that's great. Sue, Tokiko, Ingrid, who else? There you go, that's the aftershocks in action. Damn, look at the range on that. That's nuts. But what do I think of the new Sora supporter? The new Sora supporter actually fits her very well. Because she, obviously Sora is a pure ranged character, no doubt about it. So you want to increase range damage for the most part, like, in any way, shape, or form. If you can do that, you'll be okay with her. Ooh, wow, okay, that didn't work. Anything she struggles with. Let's see. Oh wow, that's tracking. Yes, Sora has inherently low defense, and she cannot fight. If she gets hurt in any way, shape, or form, she's going to just damn near be dead. That's why she has so many hit and run tactics and hit and run healing. If she doesn't have that, she's going to she's going to be fucking screwed at some point. Like right there, I'm using green, and if I'm not going to be able to kill these enemies in about 2 or 3 skills, or just like in the next 5 seconds, she's going to lose about 2/3 of her health, which is very, very dangerous. And so you have to play both aggressive and defensively. You have to play an offensive defensive sort of situation. That's why she has a back hop inside of her basic attack chain. That's why she can split the chain apart and then use different segments somewhere else. It's why she has all ranged attacks, no melee stuff. And that's why she has a very strong contingency in binding box flame. So she can hold enemies somewhere else and get out of there. So she can also set up God's Arrow, hold an enemy still, use Udachi, assault something with Oboroguruma, let all the hits of Celestial Fox happen. She needs to have some sort of slow. But let's check out Noah, since supposedly she's buffed. I need to go look at the Steam page. What does that do? Oh, cool. They actually changed Noah. Let's go look at that little selection then. All right. Yeah, I'll go bring that up and we'll go read the changes. I was very surprised that they went and buffed her on that sort of stuff, but hey. It works for me. I want to add a picture. Image. No. There. All right, now you can go read along with me because I have yet to read this in depth. So let's take a read. So that says right there. I hope you guys can read it at least. Let's see. The term in between normal attacks is shorter. That's an improvement. Carolyn's Malice. The appearance and size of the skill's visual effects are changed. And increases the range of the charge attack and the attack area range of the last blow. Well, let me go to Sora, actually. So I can... Not Sora, but, Noah. Okay. Carolyn's changes, so it makes range of the charge, attack area, and range of the last blow. Okay, that's good. It probably doesn't go any faster either. Marauding Mandy makes her big, increases the attack range, area, and range. Good. Amanda's Exile changes the appearance and size of the skill's visual check. Let's see. Juliet's Sneer, term between attacks is shortened. The appearance and size of the skill's visual effects are changed. Increase the attack area. Robert's Revenge. Appearance and size of the skill's visual effects are changed. Increase number of attacks. And skill, Dream Shade. Appearance, attack area, range, number of attacks on the last blow. Okay. So it's just... Effectively, it's going to give her more damage on stuff. But yes, you can toggle the furry features of Miss Sora. Look, you actually have a dedicated button for that sort of thing. Let me change this up. There we go. But you can change it up. She's got 4 ears, just like you said right there, Rundrace. You can have 4 ears. She can listen up there, listen to the side. She's got full 7.1 audio system right there on her head. But the question is, where does Sora wear headphones now? Does she wear them here, like does she wear earbuds, or does she wear headphones back here and then risk crushing her ears? Fun colors. But you can actually change her hairstyle like this right there. She's also, you can remove the tail. That's pretty nice. Though I don't think we saw it already, that she, on her victory screen, she obviously has the heterochromia. So when she has the heterochromia thing, she winks her blue eye and then closes her other one at the same time. So it's like 2 different blinking rates, and it's like, that doesn't look very good. It's fucking gross. When you checked her 3D model, ears and tails are separate meshes, and ears are not glued to her face because you can remove the fox ears. That's probably why they're buried slightly under her hair, so that you don't ever notice the fact that it's separate in the first place. It's like Skyrim desks, where it's essentially like a bookcase, but they hide the bottom half in the ground. Probably like a transformative state. They probably should have removed the side ears in furry mode and returned them when it's off. That makes a lot of sense. Because already inherently, well, let's look at her normal costume. Wow. Well, you're not a cat. But the fact that it's like, they do a very good job already of hiding her ears on her 3D, on the art itself right there. Because look, like all these pictures of her right here take great pains to make sure they can hide her ears. But on the 3D model, they can't avoid that. So, you know, she has 4 ears. It's kind of dumb. But oh well. But heterochromia in the Taimanin universe means demonic eyes in general. Yeah, I get that. But the thing is, it's like, she gets to be human, and she still gets the demon traits as well. So, I don't know what they have in terms of lore right there. But that's their plan. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I like this, though. I like when she does like the power stance pose right there at the end. She's like, oh yeah, that's great. But she has a lot of, at least some fun costumes. Like she has the idol costume right there. That's just probably one that I'll pick up later, because this is a very fun one to look at. She gets the ponytail. She has 2 tails, actually. We'll call her Tails the Fox. Change its color. You can take it off, and actually the dress adjusts to it, which is pretty good. Comes actually right out of her spine, too, like a tail should. It's not a butt plug, everybody. That's actually a really nice attention to detail. Wait, no, is that just a cut, or is that actually embroidered somewhere? I must find out. I must look at this. No, it's a cut. Because if it was actually really truly sewn like this, it would have a fringe on the end to where her tail cutout is. This, though, when I saw it, I was kind of confused. Because, what is this? Like, what is this supposed to be? So it's like, it's attached to this, and it goes all the way around. It's like, I don't get it. It's supposed to be like, it's bunny girl sort of stuff, but I don't understand the lacy frilly part, because it feels like it's supposed to be like Asagi's neckline brace thing from her Secret Garden costume, but put on Sora's stomach. I don't much understand that. It doesn't look very good, and I don't think I can remove it either. I would obviously have to mod it out at some point. But then, of course, school mode. Just regular old school mode. You can transfer the ears and all that sort of stuff. And Sakuya's costume. Looks pretty good. Doesn't come in the ability to immediately change it to Sakuya blue and gray, but you can change it probably with the dyes. It's a mix of dominatrix swimsuit. It's like, I don't know. It just feels like, yeah, that Koa got it right there. They gave up sewing the lace onto the cups. It's like, yeah, I was about to get to that, Rune Drace, but it's like, where it doesn't feel good. It's like, it's obviously trying to be the bunny costume with the frills and stuff, but it's like, why here? That doesn't make any sense. But that's just like hyper focusing on something that doesn't really matter too much. But yes, Sora does not have her original costume. That doesn't come with her. Her desire costume is the swimsuit. I like the swimsuit a lot, though, because it gets the transparent jacket, and I do love me a transparent jacket like this. It's a very good look. Also, fun buns. She does not have the original costume. I was wondering about that when I got her this morning, because it's not here. We have Sora, everyone else, and it's like, I guess this is the this is going to be her original costume from now on. She gets to dress up like a traditional Japanese archer. She doesn't get to have her costume anymore in her original suit from her costume. And right there. I would have liked to have this because it's pretty nice. Also, look, the butterfly epaulette right there on her hair, it doesn't come back. No, it comes back, but it doesn't appear on the right side of her head. It goes on the left. Because you know what that means? That means she's had a personality change. She's changed a part of herself. She's moved on. That's visual storytelling. Well, let's take a look at the Golden Pass costume, because I saw the picture for that recently. It's a Phantom Mermaid. Shiranui's Golden Pass skin is from the Lilith Sauce most recent VN, I think. It's not exactly the most recent VN. The lady from that one, it's a change Magical Girls versus Demon Lords, and it looks like the lady from the cover of that, which is I saw a comment somewhere that said it's just Shiranui's default costume, but just like hacked up a little bit and looking not too great. It's like, I kind of see where they're coming from on it, because it has the same design motif for the most part. Like there's because it looks like it's part of Saika's costume, and Shiranui's original costume, but then they put like mermaid ears on her head, and also they gave her the tail on there. They gave her a nice whale tail because she's got a whale of a tail for sure. I don't know if I'll get it or not. But yeah, in before Awakening costumes being alternative future clone costumes. Oh god, don't give them any ideas, Rundrace. They're already insane enough on what they want to do with that sort of stuff. But we've checked out Sora a little bit. Let's look at what Noah brings to the table now. I want to see just how much it changes. But we will go back to Sora later. If you guys have any more questions about Sora, I can come back to her and look at her in a moment. Let's try Green Noah. We're going to go see what's going on with her so we can like figure out just how much truly has changed. Is Noah going to be faster? Probably. And from that little skill descriptor, not skill descriptor, but the showing earlier that she had some buffs to some degree, we're going to find out just how meaningful they were. I mean, we're just on, you know, regular hard. Nothing too crazy. But that Lilith VN where that bucket lover is talking about, it's like changed something like that, whatever it is. I have the game disc in my room, but I don't have the I don't remember the name because I obviously can't read Japanese. Noah's fast now. This is pretty nuts. 193,000. Cool, she has increased range. Alright, Noah actually has coverage. She's got range. She can actually grow in the middle of her attacks. This is nice. I mean, green is green. It's going to be good regardless. I don't have Sora's other supporter, so I can't really make that sort of thing with it. I don't think I even have enough to actually roll for it again, but that's Noah in green. Pretty good. But what's going to question it though is how blue is Noah going to be? Is she going to be actually any good in there? Let's find out. Ooh, I know. I know where we'll take her. We'll take her to a place that she shouldn't be. But it's there anyways. Robert, Carolyn, Shady. We'll go to secret quests. Noah. There we go. But the fact that future Yukikaze and clone Asagi are higher in the poll tells a lot. It really does. They want them in the game, but that means they're not going to be getting in the game anytime soon. There we go. It's still... Alright, there's actual range for Noah. I appreciate this. Go, Noah, go. Oh my god, look at this. Look at that. Look at that. She's so big and working now. Oh, I love it. But of course, the enemies go passive when you do this sort of stuff. Still. Oh, Postman, you and your... I'm blue. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-da. That is exactly the sort of thing I thought when I saw that Saika was playable this morning. Because the moment I saw Saika was an event boss character, I knew one thing. It's Not Noah, but Saika is Saika being an event boss character is like the perfect fuel to the fire for the people who are like, see, she's a boss character, she's gonna be playable. It's like, I'll see about that. I'm waiting patiently because Mary's a boss character and she is nowhere near playable. Nobody has her outfit. So it's just inherently a fact of waiting. I know, that's good. Let's actually win. They effectively just sped up all of her skills and gave them wider hitboxes. I'm glad that they actually make use of her transformative magic, which is very good. Yo, what's happening there, King Plays It? How you doing? But Micah is playable. That's right. Micah is playable. Neither is Aina, or Aina's not playable. Aina's not playable. There's Mary is not playable. Lilith is not playable. There's a lot of them in there. Tokiko has Saika's outfit. Tokiko does have Saika's outfit. It's also been 10 months since Tokiko has been playable too. Can you believe it though? It's been 10 months since she's been playable, and there's only just now we have gotten the last time with Saika for Saika. The only time we've gotten Saika information is today. That was the last time we've actually had Saika information, is that today. Before that was another event where she appears too. Lena got playable too. She's a boss character and not playable yet. Just because you're playable, just because we can fight them as a boss doesn't mean you're going to be playable tomorrow. That's like what you have to remember. It does give them hope, which is very good. I love me a good hopeful fan base because it makes them excited. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Hey, Kitsune got it right there. It's, you know who is coming, but when? That's another question. Did they change Sinister? I think they did. No, they didn't change Sinister. What the hell? Damn it. Well, King, this is Action Taimanin, a game made off of the Taimanin franchise, and you can play as the characters from that game. And Bucket Lover, I get Lilith Soft products from, I use a proxy service. It's called Japan Shopping Service, and they allow me to ship items that are only sold in Japan. Use that company to have Lilith buy it from them, and then have them send it to me. It's just a proxy buying service. It works that way. But King, you just essentially play this game by running around battling enemies. If you've heard of other gacha style games such as Honkai Third Impact and Genshin, it doesn't play like those, but it plays in a very very action oriented setting. Think God of War or Devil May Cry, but on a much lesser and a much less intense scale. Let's see. This is Robert's Revenge. Did they mess with Pinocchio? They didn't mess with Pinocchio. Sneer. Did Amanda get changed? Awesome. That's what I wanted to see. Amanda's Exile actually becoming, you know, a little bit more usable. Take off Carolyn, put on Amanda. This should work. Come on, Noah, show him what you got. Let's actually win. Wow, holy shit, that's fast. That's usable. Oh my god. Oh my god, Noah. Noah. It's happening. You're actually getting good. Oh, this is great. Look at that. Her back hop isn't actually an actual physical detriment anymore. It works. Oh my god, I'm so impressed. They actually made it usable. Look at that, she's so quick. She doesn't deal any damage, but she sure as hell knows how to fucking move now. Is it close to S tier? No. No, it's not. Oops, Noah died. Because this is the bleeding day. Because this is bleed day, which means you can't be slow and you have to take less hits. Am I even equipping stuff to her? She's only doing like 11,000 damage. Yeah, she's doing fine there. Okay. Noah's now gonna go from like the bottom all the way to B. 100%. Because Noah still has problems. She's still a bit of a challenge, but she's worthwhile. Because Noah has always had one of the best dashes in the game. Now she can actually hit and run like the best of them. Like, Juliet's Sneer not taking 2 seconds to complete is like... that is so good. That is like... That is heaven sent. Like, look at that. She just absolutely crushes all of her enemies before her. This is awesome. Like, all she needed was a 50% speed boost in general. It's like insanity. I love it. I love it, guys. These are great buffs. Now she's not only cute, she's also funny as well. Because you're going to be laughing at how hard of a hit you're doing with her. Like, look how fast that was. That whole combo used to take like 6 seconds. That's so good. Look at that. That flowed. That moved. That was fun. It's now Noah goes from being junk to usable. Like, wow. 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 Oh, you're so cute, Noah. Do I have to clear the tower to get this difficult on special dailies? You do not. What you have to do there, Mr. I Am the King, is complete all 4 daily missions on hard, and then you unlock the secret quest feature. When you unlock the secret quest feature, you have to clear all of these. You can clear all of these. You obviously start off at 1, and each time you clear one of these missions, you unlock the next difficulty. Each day, these will change. You do not have to clear the tower for any of this at all. In fact, this is actually good practice for when you go to the tower. Look at that, though. That was insane. My God. Yeah, she's on steroids now, man. It's like insane. I love it. Oh, I know. No, I don't think I have Noah's beach costume. Yep, there it is. There it is, and I missed it. Can't even get it again. This is actually a really good costume that I was very sad I missed. Autumn Gourmet, because it's nice. It's a good costume for her. Man, Noah is so fast. I love this. It's great. Oh my god, I want to do that again. I want to use Noah some more. Man, look at this. Now we actually have two characters. Now I actually have two ranged characters I like to play now. I'm going to have Sora. Like, oh my goodness. Now all my favorite characters are just going to be ranged characters. I got Sora. I got Micah. I got Noah now. She's actually great. Man. They keep making all these fun characters. They keep making all these fun characters now. I need to get my controller worked on because this is it keeps tilting it back downward and it doesn't work out. The fact that you now actually have a range increase to Amanda's Exile is just so huge. Oh my god, oh my god, this is good. Noah still needs invincibility like 25-8 to make herself like not total shit. But look at this. She's actually working out for the most part. Did you see that? I can look away from the screen now, just read the chat, and Noah just instantly kills whatever in her way. You're actually gonna go get Noah now, Mercer? And just use Noah for sure? It's like, good. Us Noah mains out here, us people who have loved Noah ever since her first conception, it's like, we're eating good today. I've always stood for Noah and how cute she is, but she's not that good. But frankly now, it's like, yes, our little girl, she's growing up to be something real special. I'm glad. Though you might struggle a bit, we'll make it worth the while. That's good. I hope you guys can stick through, and then you can stick through and actually use Noah to her best now. Because Noah is 100% worth it now. I remember when I made the review over her, I think it was probably about 4 or 5 months ago. And obviously I said she's not very good. She wasn't at that point. But now she's actually pretty goddamn usable, and I like this. She's so fluid. Because thankfully there's a very low startup on her basic attack string, as it always has. But for the most part, like the moment I get out of Amanda's Exile, I can just start attacking again. It's great. You think Asagi's feeling jealous? I think Asagi would be feeling jealous. Because Asagi's simple straightforwardness is what makes her so strong. But now Noah can do that too, and be ranged. It's like, oh babe. I'm starting to get some impure thoughts out here. Kablam! Awesome, perfect. Oh my god, she feels so fucking fast. Let's see if it actually improved her damage on her ultimate. Not the best, but it's workable. I can actually just tank straight through all these attacks, which is perfect. Oh my god. Noah, I have practiced with Noah on 35 beforehand, and it usually devolves into her just being passive play and having to be very defensive. But now I can actually just go full balls to the wall against 35, and Noah can do it. God damn it, guys. Wow. There may be a Noah run in the future. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling myself. Noah, oh my god, girl, you are doing so good. I'm so glad you got the buffs you needed. You're good now. You're just so good now. Oh my god, I'm so excited. This is so exciting. One of my favorite characters now actually gets to play at a level I enjoy. I can accomplish things with her. She's not terrible. Oh man, this is like a 2-for-1 special today because now I get a brand new character I can play with that's actually a whole bunch of things I have wanted in a character, and now it actually gets to come true. And now we get one of my longtime favorites to actually become in a playable level that can contest against my other favorites. Oh, this is a great day. Alright. Isn't she some sort of spooky demon tentacle beast? She is a chimera, Dan. So she has demon powers infused into a human form. So she gets to be because she's Edwin Black's daughter. That means she gets his powers. She's a beast with the sugar and yeast, but she also gets to be a total cutie when she's eating burgers. I mean, look at this. Hang on. Where is it? No, we have to go to collection for that. I gotta come collect. Look at that. Oh, here's a cool story about this picture right here. When I was looking for stuff to when I was looking for pictures to go use for the Noah review, I could not find this exact picture on the internet. That means nobody got Noah and nobody uploaded anything about her intimacy episode like this at all. I actually had to go in the game itself and actually extract it out of there because nobody got her this far. Or at least bothered to upload it. I think it's her supporter that has that picture. I think so. But Tempest 2 got absolutely fucking destroyed. God, Noah can actually contest with the best of them. As long as she has invincibility, of course. She's still a little slow, but that's the price to pay for now such extreme speed and extreme power. Frankly, I think she's gotten the situation where she's now, I wouldn't say overtuned like Shiranui and Murasaki, but she's definitely good now. Oh yeah. Let's look at Noah's Protect supporter. If I can find her. Oh. Yo, what's happening there, Wagyu? How you doing? We're checking out Noah right here because I heard she got some buffs. Little Miss Chimera got jacked up. She really did. So she's fantastic. Gaijin Taimanin uploaded something. It's like, oh, what did he upload? Is it another translation for RPGX? It probably is, because he does a very good job with those sort of things. But, do you have to go to the, collection for it? I think you do. Supporter. Because it's one of the, it's Asuka's release. Shiranui. It's a little far. Oh no, I can't find Noah. Noah, where are you? I've lost my child. I've lost my small child in the store. But yes, Dan, she is a cute girl that can transform into a spooky beast. My favorite trope ever. The small, cute child who is able to do horrendous things. If you guys have ever seen the movie Orphan, that's what that movie's about. Where is it? Where are you, Noah? There she is. There it is. This is the one I was trying to find. They have uploaded this picture, but they didn't upload the one where you get Noah at 75. But this one's cute too. She's having some, I think it's like she's chilling meat or something like that, and she's just having lunch with Fuma. Thank you, Narco. I found it, but I'm glad you helped it out. He uploaded all the characters' intimacy scenes. Fantastic. Nice. All right. I think I'm one short. Let me do some crafting. Why did they do this? Why did they give us the ability to get 3 crystals only? We couldn't get a 4th crystal? Really? Really, Gremory? It just sounds like... Well, that's just me looking a gift horse in the mouth right there, because it's like, what do you mean I can't get 4 crystals? I only have 20 characters. What does it cost to upgrade her again? Alright. Oh, I don't know what to do with that now. Oh yeah, I know. Let's go do some, no, for the event we'll wait for a moment. I want to do one more thing with Noah and actually see what it looks like, with this. Is there any other way to get fragments? No. There are no other ways to get fragments as of this moment, which is very sad. I don't know why they didn't give us any more abilities to get fragments at some point, because we really do need those, because they're the only way possible thus far to be able to make the crystals. Like, why make that so difficult, Gremory? Critical damage. Machines. Fuma Amane. I want to do that again. Sneer. I don't think, from what I remember, I don't think they changed anything to Edgar. No. Edgar was generally a very strong skill before this, so I didn't think they would have changed that much to it. But thankfully, all of Noah's general skills are way better now. Though I'm still not too keen on using Carolyn's Malice, because that just ain't good. It wasn't very good unless you had a very high amount of base damage behind her. A Fox Girl? Yes, Nazi. We have Kannazuki Sora on deck. We're going to be checking her out again a little bit later. Because right now I'm just messing around with Noah to see like what sort of changes happened to her as of late. And it's very good. These are really substantial changes. Yes, that July event was a win for people who have a lot of characters. Like, the fact you're able to get, what was it, 65 of those little, 65 of them is, like, insane. I'm so glad that you can be able to transform on Noah's attacks now. It actually makes use of them. Alright. Well. Let's get started on the event. Obviously, though, I've done a little work on the event itself. So let's get the story going. Not hard. You don't need to go to easy. I thought something was kind of up when I saw that Noah got a bonus on the event, but it's like, I didn't think it was this much of a bonus today. Sue also gets a bonus in the event, which is really cool. Alright. I think it's possible to go full rainbow with her. We get damage boost, skill activation, and that. No, I want the one that shoots. No, it's arrow burst. Hi BB Gun, how are you doing? We're playing some Action Taimanin today. Just doing our running through the event right now. And how you doing, Ex-Kuna? We also have Action Taimanin on deck as well. No, I keep going back to the skill because I keep getting distracted. Knock down, 2 additional attacks. Perfect. Oh shit! I'm getting raided. Perfect. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, my brothers. But now we got ourselves the ability to. Well, we're gonna go do the story now. Ugh, it's hot as fucking here. It's a nice start. Oh, we're doing all right out here. We're just hanging out. I'm gonna go fucking read the event for Action Time, and it's gonna be nice. Wow, this is insane. Never been rated like this before. Oh wow. Wow, that's insane. Thanks everybody. All right, well, let's get a little reading done then. Now we have an enemy. Let's see. Oh, we got some setup for this one. Oh, too bad that's what it is. The Old Maid. Oh, and this card is 2 of the spades. I won. Oh, they're playing cards. Oh, why can't I win a single game? Because your face is too easy to read, an enemy. Or is it an enemy? But one evening in early summer, we're coming back from the academy. We were led by my house guests and were enjoying playing cards together. While enjoying a couple of games, Tokiko, who seemed to have been working on house affairs, came to us. Sorry for bothering your plans, Master, but I'd like to discuss our vacation plans for this year. Oh, it's the holiday season already? Well, I'll just go where everyone else wants to go. I don't mind. We at the Fuma clan are avoiding any events which can be viewed as strengthening our unity after the revolt led by my father in the past. However, the clan's families that were close with each other were upset at this, so when the summer holiday season comes, we take as many days off together as possible to catch up. Oh, it's the Fuma family reunion episode. I thought you would say that I already booked a place, but this is about the ones that are going. With that, Tokiko glanced at the guests. I see, so it's about these girls. What are you guys talking about? An enemy, fiddling with the card in boredom, tilts her head and asks. I told them about the summer vacation of the Fuma clan. What? You're going on vacation without us? You gotta take me there too. I wanna go too. Sure enough, they start making a fuss, hoping we'd take them on vacation as well. Actually, Tokiko and I were going to go with them in the first place. Otherwise, I wouldn't have talked about this in front of them. This holiday is actually for the Fuma clan and the lower ninja families serving the clan. But anybody can join if a member of the Fuma clan invites them. Of course, one of the reasons is to enjoy the vacation with close friends. But, as I said earlier, it's also to avoid the misunderstanding the Fuma clan is trying to strengthen the family's unity. This vacation is especially necessary for me, since I need to improve my public image as I've been interacting with numerous demons after taking charge as the captain of the task force. However, I can't take every guest with us. The tickets aren't free. What's the buzz? What's going on here? It sounds like they're talking about going somewhere. Oh, you're all here. Good. Tokiko, how many of these guys can we take? Let's see now. We can take up to 2 of them with us. All right, let's choose right now. Girls who wants to go on a holiday. Totally, but how will you decide? In the human world, there's an age-old game to decide who's the winner for such an occasion like this. It's time for the showdown. They're going to draw straws. And I love that you show love regardless. I enjoy that stuff very much. And after an intense game of rock, paper, scissors, the two girls to join us on a holiday have been chosen. Oh boy, we get to take the B girl and Noah. After 10 days. Oh, what will this do? Good job. Oh, there's Saika. There she is. Amane's here too. Oh man, it's a whole party. Look at this. They have Saika's high resolution picture, and then they have the supporter art for Amane. Come on, guys. I was mowing the grass and picking the weeds from the graves in a cemetery in Gosha with Saika and Amane. Managing the graves of those related to the Fuma clan is also my duty as the head of the clan. The reason why members of the Fuma clan work their whole life and eventually cast away their lives for the clan is because they think there will be someone to take care of the bereaved and mourn for their deaths. Gosha Academy is closed for the summer holidays, and I hope to plan on going on holiday for a few days at least, so I wanted to finish cleaning around the graves before that. Fuma. Yes? Oh, Sora, it was you. Have you come to pay your respects as well? Yes, because today is my parents' death anniversary. Oh, is it? She has a tragic memory of when her parents were being killed in front of her eyes, and today is this day. When I was about to apologize for acting imprudently, Sora smiled as if she was used to it, and that she didn't mind, so I didn't say anything. The middle school also started summer holidays, right? Instead, I changed to a lighter topic. Well, the holidays have started, but it seems that she has a special curriculum prepared by her for the academy. She's an elite, all right. That's why she was sent to the UFS. Come to think of it. Not Fuma. Sora, do you have any other plans for this summer? No, I have no family or relatives left. I will spend time studying and training. Oh, hello, Jeff. We're just reading out the event right now, just hanging out. Well, then do what you got to do. But do you want to go on a trip with us? In fact, Hebiko was meant to go with us, but she said she couldn't go because there was something that came up. Ooh, are we going to learn what that something was? Oh, that's a good idea. I see. I sent a message to Aki about whether or not she will come because she didn't make a decision yet, but she didn't answer. Ooh. Actually, a check prompt. I haven't seen this in forever. Nice. Actual glossary entries. I haven't seen that in forever since the game started. I think they actually just remembered about this feature. The Taimanin of the Fuma clan. Her right eye is the evil eye deadly gaze, which can worsen the enemy's injury. It also confuses the enemy into thinking their injury is fatal, no matter how mild it is. This thought affects the body and actually takes effect, worsening the injury. It's also hard to contact her because her mission and whereabouts are confidential, but she shows up often at family gatherings. Hebiko informed us yesterday that she wouldn't be able to go with us, but the tickets had already been booked, so we had a spare ticket. It's also possible to choose one or more person to tag along among the guests. Say it. Say the phrase. But it's obvious that an enemy, eliminated unfortunately at the final moment, will insist that the last ticket should be naturally hers, and the others will insist that they must have a rematch. It's already tiring just imagining it. As we were having trouble finding out what to do about it, Sora appeared just at the right time. Moreover, it kept bugging me knowing that Sora, who has always helped the task force, was going to spend the summer holidays alone. Is it okay? Yeah, sure, of course, if you don't want. No. I want to join you. Saying so, Sora nodded her head. And finally, the day comes to go on the trip. Wait, you booked here? Indeed, I let Takiko decide where they wanted to go. So I followed without much thought, but after seeing when we arrived, I couldn't help but frown. It was not Demon Island, aka Reused Asset City, where I had visited before Yukikaze and Rinko for a mission for the UFS. Come to think of it, it was a vacation spot. Feels like it's been quite a while, but this place hasn't changed much. That's really douchey right there, guys. Come on now. As always, demons are running all sorts of businesses to make a buck out of the holiday season in the human world. Is there a problem? What's with the sulky face, you motherfucker? Oh, I'm fine. I was thinking of coming here for a mission before. It was a pretty big deal. It just passed through my mind. This time we're on a holiday, not a mission. So the UFS will deal with the corrupt merchants and all I have to do is just enjoy this moment. Yukina? Yeah, what's with you suddenly? Oh, nothing. I didn't know you'd be here today. I just got surprised. It's not that weird, is it? Because I'm also one of them Fumas. That's right, but, well, Saika asked me to check in, so I'll go to the hotel first and get some rooms now. And with that, Yukina left, waving her hand. Her family is in the Fuma clan. On the outside, she acknowledges me as the master of the clan, but inside, she feels like she regards me as one of the more common young Taimanins. Her family sided with the Igawa during the Fuma revolt, but as the Fuma clan surrendered to the Gosha, the original relationship was restored, and it said that her family was favored by Gosha in secret. Apart from such a history, she's not a bad person at all. She's actually very nice and seems to get along with Saika and Takiko personally, but I couldn't help but think negatively about the fact that she's never come to my New Year's gatherings, but she's here today. What could this mean? Then Saika, who watched us talking, came to me. Oh man. Oh. Look at that, she's got the same hiding ability that Asuka has for her robot limbs. Man, when are we going to get Saika in there? Because her fat ass needs to get in the game like yesterday. It's been 10 months, come on. Forget Ann Rose. Let's get a Saika in there. That's who I voted for. She's so smug, too. Master, I invited Yukina. We had been on the same mission, so do you feel uncomfortable with her? No, I'm okay. Actually, I knew that you'd feel uncomfortable around her, and I wanted this to be your chance to get closer with her. My apologies for acting out of line. That is so you. Look at this. She's like, I knew that this would cause you great distress, but you know, I'm a lady and I love to see men in pain at some point. Oh, Saika. Oh no, it wasn't. You're always doing these things for me. Do you? I'm happy to hear that. Saying so, Saika smiled brightly. It would be a sincere smile, but at the same time, it felt like I was somewhat cleverly induced. After letting out a big ol' sigh, which didn't match the holiday mood, I looked at everyone else. Helga, this also tastes good. Wow, this fruit. It's somehow nostalgic. Thank you, Noah. There, Noah and Helga were chatting delightfully. Unbeknownst to me, these two seem to have recently gotten very close. That in itself is a good thing, but to me, the demon girl Helga seems a bit distant. Most of the demons in Gosha who are staying in my house have some sort of relation with the task force and came to my house after we became friends. However, she became cooperative with us Taimanins through a different route, and only because she's the demon I've had to look at, and only because she's the demon I've had to look after her. Look at him, he's Fuma, you're still the babysitter. There will be chances to get to know her, but for now, I don't know much about her yet. Anyways, I'll be able to build a good relationship with both Yukina and her through this trip, as Saika said. Oh, that looks tasty. Can I get some too? Yeah. Oh, all right, Noah. I'm going to go look for something yummy too. Oh, okay. I talked to the two as merrily as I can to get close with Helga, but she suddenly started to get nervous and buzzed off. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Are you okay? You don't want to eat? Only Noah, handing me the fruit as I looked up to fight back the tears, was comforting. Oh, Noah, you really are the best. Look at that. She's offering her food to him. That's an extension of herself. Love it. This is why you're the best, Noah. This is why you're the best character in the fucking game. After that, I strolled down the street for a while, looking around the stores, and headed to the beach. There, for some reason, Saika, Takiko, and Amani were keeping people away and installing something. What are you doing? Oh, Master. Whoa. Why are you here? Curious, I tried talking to them, but Tokiko and Manny got flustered, which was suspicious. Sus. They were sus. Look, we got Miss Tan Robot. We got Tokiko over here with the classic red bikini that she wears sometimes. Well, it's the red one, and she also has a gray one from what I remember. Not gray, but it's black. What? I'm not supposed to be here? Well, of course you are. Amani, you said you would deal with them. Oh, that was your role. Ask Saika. Girl, stop. Oh. Interesting. The three of you were scheming something without me, weren't you? Using the authority of the clan master, I made them confess everything that they had planned. They said that we were about to complete for the free right to use master. What did they mean by this? Their competition is not as simple or as cute as rock, paper, scissors game as I suggested to determine who would join me during the holiday. It's a grueling competition where anything goes, like scheming ninja arts, hand-to-hand combat, you name it, much like Valetudo. For this competition, they asked the people on the beach for their understanding and were preparing a stage, and demon merchants and tourists who love festivities gladly supported the idea, is what they told me. Wait. There are too many things that I need to take off here, man. Master, the sun's not even down yet and you're already getting ready to undress. What are you saying, girl? By the way, what is this free right to use master? I'm sorry. All right. Nothing to say about that. We got too excited while talking. We treated you like a thing. I mean, it's okay to call me whatever you want. On second thought, no, it's not. Anyways, what the heck is this? That's because you seem quite fatigued due to the continuous missions. Besides, even if we came here for the holidays, it's obvious you wouldn't be able to get any rest because you'd be looking out for the others. I imagine that Amane sounds like, if you guys don't know who Sofia Vergara is, I imagine Amane sounds like that because she has like a slight tan, and now I'm like, she's going to sound like a Venezuelan woman now. She's obviously not. So the three of us asked Headmistress Asagi to extend our holidays for about 2 more days. Where's Asagi? That's what I want to know. Thanks for that, but I never heard about this. Oh, we didn't mean to keep it a secret from you, but there was a tiny little problem, maybe. We got the extension, but the problem was who was going to inform you of the news. That's what we were arguing about. Huh? Just because of that? And even Saika joined in on this competition? Why? Now, I know this would seem a bit shameful. With that, Saika puts her hands on her cheeks and is gradually becoming red. She's always been so mature and composed, but now she looks so adorable. I like this event already because it takes the generally very, very hard exterior Fumagals and turns them into and actually shows a different side of their character for once. I love this so much. We need more Fuma shenanigans, everybody. Well, you can obviously read about that more in Taba and also eventually RPGX. No, this is not the time for this. So all this is just to determine who would break the news about the extra holidays while occupying the entire beach. Are they nuts? These girls don't really have a very high scope of their ideas. Obviously, they can fight very well, but they're getting hung up on the details like I do when I try to make a video. I would understand if it was only Amane and Tokiko because they quarrel all the time. But Saika? Ugh. Anyways, going back to the question. At the time, no. We were thinking the same thing. If I can make some time for you to get some rest, and while you rest, I could tell you that I want to care for you, even help you with the chores, and at the same time, even tell you about the holiday. Why does it sound like that they're trying to break the news to him, like they found out he has a cancer diagnosis, and they're like trying to break the news to him? So they took him on vacation at the nicest possible place so he doesn't feel bad about finding out he's got like stage 3 cancer. Perhaps just Master and I can be alone without seeing anybody for 2 days in the name of relaxation. I thought it was only me thinking of this, but apparently neither of the two are kids. At Saika's words, the three glared fiercely at each other. Oh, I've seen Tokiko and Amane do this a couple of times, but with Saika included, it's quite rare. No, wait! So you mean this free right to use Master is the right to exclusively spend time with me by telling me about those 2 extra holidays, right? To summarize, yes. However, it's not only for us. She's right. Of course, if you say what we did was selfish, I've got nothing to say. But it's also that what you thought would be better if someone stays beside you and helps you rest. I know you all support and care for me, for an immature master like myself, more than anyone else. If so. However, this is different. I agree I would have accepted your favor if I heard your words, oblivious to anything. But now I think that the whole story, but now that I know the whole story and knowing that you are about to fight each other for something so trivial, I wouldn't let anyone near me for the rest of this holiday. If I need help, I will find someone else. Someone other than the 3 of you. Oh no. He's mad. These girls are so thirsty. Jesus. I'm glad that they got the additional holidays for me, but I can't forgive them for having a family dispute and then going ahead with it without letting me know about any of this. Above all, will they really let me spend my vacation time just relaxing, even after this competition? No, Fuma. It's pretty obvious that they're going to be polishing. It's going to be metal on metal contact all day, all night for the next 2 days. Well, maybe Saika would, but the other 2 might try to control me as they wish using every method. Then for me, this holiday will be meaningless in the end. I'm going to rest of my own accord. That's right, OBJ. These ladies in this game are very pretty. You should try playing it yourself. It's a pretty fun game. I will get to all you guys in a minute, though, because the first chapter is always the longest. But Master, may I say something? Yes. It's true that we should have worked together to support you, instead of fighting each other for our own benefit. We should reflect on such behavior, including the fact that we got caught so easily. Wow, look at you, Saika. You're trying to apologize. You're apologizing to your boss for stealing pens. What's wrong with you? But we all wish that you would rest peacefully and that we want to help you. We were united in our efforts for that. Furthermore, you yourself know how difficult it is to extend a holiday, even if it is for only 2 days. I ponder her words. I was so mad at them for scheming something that I had my way. But she had a point. Even just for this holiday, I and some of the other main members of the task force took time off on the same date. It must have taken a lot of effort to extend said date. Besides, both Tokiko and Amane could have said this when I was accusing them. However, they knew their place and never said anything about it. Saika couldn't bear to see it and told me, ready to be rebuked. But of course, I understand your words too. But what about this? Saika's words interrupted my thoughts. You join in this competition. If you win, we will be ashamed of our own foolishness and step aside. Me against you? I yelled inadvertently. Well, yeah, that's a yell. Apart from the fact that I just can't use the ninja arts, I'm still learning student Taimanin. These are grown-ass women. Against these 3 Taimanins who are already making a name for themselves in the field already, how can I possibly win? I won't say you have to fight alone. We won't mind if you even form a team to compete with us. That would be fine then. Oh my god! It's the King of Fighters Tournament 2022! Holy shit, bros! Team Fuma versus Team... No, it's Team Beachheads versus Team Fuma. Oh, this is gonna be great. Well, if you say so. Now that you understand, Master, shall we begin? Good. Yes. Ho-ah. I nodded in the meaning that it wouldn't be impossible for me to fight. However, Saika misunderstood that I would volunteer for this. And before I could argue, the 3 of them disappeared so fast that I couldn't follow them with my eyes, and each of them took their positions at 3 bases prepared at the beach. Oh, cool. So this place is the remaining base. The area was quite vast that Tokiko, who was originally diagonally across... the area was quite vast that Tokiko... What? This place, the remaining base. This area was quite vast. That Tokiko was diagonally across, who was diagonally across me, looked like a dot. Okay, that's just like a wrapping thing then. The area was quite vast. That does not read right. That doesn't feel good. Like, it should probably say the area was so vast that Tokiko, who was diagonally across from me, looked like a dot. It's like, ugh, terrible. I don't know if I should be dumbfounded or impressed at the three of them when they work so well together in these types of situations. I can understand how much pain Headmistress Sasagi is, and how much pain Headmistress Sasagi is when they begged for a vacation. But I don't have any time for this. Saika was already starting to tell the demons around her that the competition was about to begin. I don't think I have time for this to think or argue. I immediately scanned the surroundings. There they are. I could see Noah and Sora were mingling around demons as they noticed the fuss. Noah, Sora, sorry, don't ask any questions right now, but you gotta help me. What do we do? Yes, I got it. Oh, wait, well, what else can I do? As I talked to them, Sora came to help me right away, although perplexed. Noah looked hesitant, but she came to me as if she felt guilty to send Sora alone. I shortly explained the situation to them and asked for their cooperation, promising to make them up for this later. Sora replied that she didn't need anything in return, and Noah nodded, though she was reluctant. Now let the competition begin! Saika signaled the start just in time, and just as we predicted, I checked that Saika, Tokiko, and Amane were coming towards me. It seemed that the three of them were planning to knock me out of the game first, to at least secure a possibility to get the free right to use Master. However, that was also what I expected. Noah, Sora, let's run away. Wait, I won't. Wait, what? There's no way we can defeat all three of them. One's hard enough, but let alone three? But we should we not be out of the area, right? How can we keep running away? I want you to deal with their attacks, of course, but don't fight back. Deflect or avoid them. Just hold them off. All right, I guess you have something in mind. We keep running away, avoiding any confrontation with them. They left Noah for dead. No. If those three attack us in perfect coordination, we won't stand a chance. However, while the three of us share the same objective, they each have a separate bigger picture in their minds. In other words, they're not working as a team. If there's an opening, they'll try to defeat each other along with me. So they attack each other while being they attack me while being cautious of each other. Thanks to that, we managed to escape from their fierce attack. You guys are holding up quite well, but it's just a matter of time. Tokiko yells. Of course, I know that. We can't run away forever. Noah and Sora know as well, but they trust me and continue fighting.
Kannazuki Sora, mairimasu.
Oh, Fuma! What is this sound effect? Oh, I know what that is. It's supposed to be like a pained grunt, but when you try to translate pained grunt into an actual onomatopoeia, it doesn't usually work out because it's onomatopoeia. Hold on, just a little more, everybody. Finish him now. Go get him. But this is one hell of a fight, everybody. Stop fucking around. We could have taken at least down one of them or something like that. Here we go. I was waiting for this. What do you have in mind? Watch me. Hey, if you're so good, why don't you come and fight me then? You talk a lot, but you're actually afraid. Afraid, aren't you? Afraid to fight against Taimanins? What did you say? Cut the shit, fucker. If you want to put it that way, why not? I'll join the fight. What? Master, what are you doing? Strategy, deceiving. You said that anything's allowed, right? You didn't say I can't use the crowd. There's too many of them. We are being pushed back. Oh no, we gotta get rid of them first. Good, everyone's separated. We gotta get out of here. So we should take down the demons that intruded and get away from everyone as much as possible. We are a team. We'll take rests in turn, and when Tokiko and the guys who aren't working as a team get exhausted, we'll fight back. Got it. Understood. Let's take down the demons first. It's a lot. That is a fucking lot. That's what they do on these events. They love front loading the hell out of them. Good old Celestial Fox though. That's such a strong skill. Celestial Fox is that's gonna go to, I think, 8-second cooldown, so that's really, really helpful. Okay, now while I take a drink, I'm gonna go read what you guys have said. Okay. The Fuma harem, of course. Bella will be cooming again. It's like, that's right, the Fuma harem, the hottest bitches on planet Earth. Just how many demons is Fuma housing in his place? I think he has... In that picture that they showed of the Fuma household where they're all in the living room, I think that had like 5 people. But it's, those are all the demon characters. So, those are all the demons, so I think that was 5 people. And there's like 3 more people inside there that are, I think, machines. So it's like 8 people. It's like 8 to 10 people from what I remember. But Shindle's a busy dude. He can't get him to draw everything. Also, the first time we've had all the Fuma butlers in one place. It's going to be fun when they're playable. Oh, it sure will be, Kitsune. That's going to be really cool because we already have Miss Tokiko out there. She's a lessons learned character. I want to see what they're going to do for Amane, though, because I want to see if, like... I want to see her do like big haymakers with her robot arm. That's gonna be cool. And Aki, she is from RPG itself, and she's a swordswoman working for Klonasagi's detective agency. Kind of dumb, but a good girl. She gives me that kind of vibe that she's brick-headed, but got a good heart. And yeah, they already had like the Yeah. We already have costumes for Psycha to ready up. It's true. We already have her Psycha Beast costume, the just regular outfit, the casual outfit that they showed over there at the beginning of the event. There's a few others as well. 5279. Yeah, that put it into my estimate. It put it into my estimate there, Jeff. And Tokiko did get a hot bikini for sure. She's got the real deal booba for sure. And all the girls are gunning for Kotaro again. That's right. This is 100% the beach episode again, but it's not going to be an absolute fucking shit show like the last year's one, where it's to show off like the demon. It's probably this is probably actually like a setup for each year's summer events. Like they have what's it called? Continuity between them, because we're going back to obviously Demon Island to 1, save resources, and also 2, to create a continuity, because that's what they do sometimes in a Grand Blue Fantasy as well. Because I'm okay if you can create a continuity with this and make it an engaging one. This one right now is an engaging continuity, because those Fuma girls are like absolutely thirsty. I understand it's hot at the beach. That's why they're so thirsty. Because when you get hot, you know, like because of the sun or because you think he's totally fucking ripped or something. Yeah, you get hot, in more ways than one. It's actually kind of scary how easily Psycha can have Fuma, Tokiko, and Amame dancing in the palm of her hands with just a few words. It's more or less the fact that, like, Psycha is actually the boss for the most part. Like, that's what she is. She just really just sits there and, like, she's really the one that commands, what's that thing, how you control puppets? She's the one that controls the marionette for her puppets. She's the real she's the puppet master behind everything. She really is. She's the most mature out of all of them, so she knows how to read them like a book. And yeah, she's been there since Battle Arena, I know that. But she was on the other side and tried to kill Kotaro during the Fuma Clan Wars. And then RPG is when it was when she switched sides and then joined them. Cool. Yeah, then we can imagine Saika going like, "Hey boys, how you doing? You want to come over here and oil up my legs? Be careful you don't put a magnet or get me standing near a microwave. Or else I'm going to throw sparks in more ways than one, honey." Mm. How to get with your master butler. How to get with your master Fuma in the butler method. You gotta knock his ass out. That's how you do it. But yeah, next year, the demons are gonna say, "You again?" I don't want them to go like, don't make them say, they could say, "You're here again," but I would like them to say like, "No, please stop causing all these events. Please stop destroying our island. Please stop destroying our island. I can't stand all this pain. My business is going under because of what you guys are doing. You keep fighting here. We don't need this." Like we get the, what's it called? Who's that guy again? The guy who sold the burnt shrimp and meat stand and all those other businesses from the last year's summer event. He's like, "You guys keep destroying the boardwalk. You keep killing all my customers. What am I? How's an honest demon supposed to make a living, man? Can't have shit in Detroit." It's deja vu, man. That's what it's all about. But on to the next one. We've got plenty of story here. There's our boys. There they are. "Oh, you coward. What did you just say to me?" Allowing the demons to freely enter the battle area resulted in chaos in the arena. Chaos? Arena? Is that an epic Taimanin Asagi reference? Oh my god. Some wanted to join one of the three after hearing the purpose from Saika's group. Some wanted to just fight and wreak havoc without knowing what was going on. Others misunderstood that the winner could have all three beautiful women for themselves. Ooh, there we go. Sha. Fuma, that looks super dangerous. I could feel the excitement and powers clashing each other in this chaos. It even came to the point where a demonic beast jumped out from the sea and joined in. Oh, cool. If things are going like this, we can forget the match. There will be bloodshed instead. Wow, just like the song? However, I already have considered the dangers and prepared a counter contingency. Oh, you bastard. You're dead. Funny you should say. Die. That's it. What, you want to die along with... you guys are... Me and Fuma? Remember us? You haven't changed a bit. They're doing it. Oh my god, they already are doing it. They're you again. Listen, this is a competition. It's against the rules if you cross the line. Fine. I guess I have no choice. Let's go somewhere else. You've heard of them, the patrol. They are here. All right, we gotta move. The demons went out of the area. If they are going to fight in another place, I don't have to stop them. I guess the mission was to keep the security of the island in check last time. I guess the mission to keep the security of the island in check last time was a good thing. I looked around to see if there were any more overly excited demons and kicked them out while checking the movements of Tokiko's group. Then, the impatient ones were gone in turn, and gradually, there began to be order in the fight. Some may assume that there will be no one to drag Tokiko's group behind. Good. Let me test you just how much I've improved here. But even if they don't like the unorderly battle, in a situation like this where it's basically a fight fest... What is that? Fight fest. Like you could have said mosh pit, you could have said free-for-all, but no, let's call it a fight fest. That feels like a transliteration. Let's see. Those who want to test their skills, humans and demons alike, appear one after another. So only the quality of battles got better without there being a huge difference in the number of people. However, it is not entirely good for us since it was getting more and more difficult for us to survive while conserving our strength. I command the team more carefully.
Kannazuki Sora, mairimasu.
There it is. There's a little exploding buddies. And the battle rages on. I think we have no choice but to force out the demonic beast or the insane ones out. But Fuma, the ones who want to test themselves are coming towards us too. Fuma's commanding is pretty formidable, so you know, it also attracts a lot of attention. So now, it gets really serious. I'm sorry to both of you, but we won't have time to take breaks in turn from now on. I'll do as much as I can. I know. Yeah, I'm not about to say like sound effects like that because what do they call that? That's onomatopoeia for screaming. I'm telling you, this Sora just feels like Tokiko, but with ranged Tokiko, but with less jankiness. Because melee Tokiko is really fun, but ranged Tokiko not so much. Also, Sora, during my testing, I found out she's really good at fighting elite succubi because of all of her ranged attacks have such huge coverage. She can actually kill the succubi while they're still casting their what's that thing called? Their kiss attack. It's so cool. Sora, I would honestly consider Sora to being like a solid A, not A- or A+, but solid A. But if you ever at 75, it's like she can play at 75 and be okay. Even getting her to 81, it's probably just barely that much of an improvement. And to keep up the harem king image, the girls who join next year must haven't been in the previous two. Oh, hey now. Starting off strong with Miss Tokiko. Hey, howdy, hey. Okay. Hoo-ha! Amane, take him down. Don't tell me what to do! While Fuma's group was running around and slowly gaining control of the area, Takiko and Amani temporarily teamed up to deal with the situation. They aren't the main force of the Fuma clan for nothing. Upon realizing this, the whole thing was a setup to exhaust their power. They teamed up so they could rest in turn while fighting. They even made a pact to take one vacation day each. They even made a pact to take one vacation day each out of the two to avoid from one betraying the other. Oh my goodness. Let my group take a break. I'll give you 10 seconds. 11 to be exact. You took one more second before. Don't be so picky, you bitch. But fine, 11 seconds sharp. Normally, they pick fights all the time, but they are in the same clan and serve the same man. They badmouth each other, but show a nice performance with great teamwork. However, I, Fuma Kotaro, would never miss it since I know them well. Ah, right. I forgot to mention that. I appeared though the intruders. I appeared though the. What? I appeared through, not though. I appeared through the intruders and calmly whispered as if all this fuss is fake. Those two got tense at my sudden appearance, but didn't miss a word that I, their master, said. Only the winner can serve me. I disappeared immediately into the crowd of intruders after saying that, but the two must have heard me clearly. Look at that. They know. Fuma out here he just does a little trolling. He's gonna cause problems for his two women. Then the two who had been fighting back to back stopped talking and then distanced themselves from each other. I knew things would go like this. Don't act all innocent, all right? I could tell from the start you plan to get rid of me and have them all for yourself. Oh, were you any different? They agreed to take down Saika together once the situation settles. However, they had a hunch that it would be each other who they take down before Saika. Okay, so they They think they would fight each other. Oh wow, that's nice. They're not gonna give her the swimsuit because they don't want to give us too much hope, I guess. No, wait, they do. There's the swimsuit. There's a swimsuit Amane that's in, like, I think RPGX. That hunch became a reality, and they confronted each other. Whew, I'm back. They're still at it. After returning to Noah, I looked behind me, feeling her gaze, and smiled bitterly upon seeing a battle that was fierce enough to notice from here. But Fuma, it means that deep down they really like you. Sora said under her breath, as if she envied me while smiling bitterly like me. I assume she who doesn't have a family wants to have someone who she can share her feelings with in any way. I just want them to respect my decision more. I replied casually, as opposed to professionally, though I felt it in her words. Then I took a deep breath after looking around. I think the intruders are interested in their fight. Let's take a break for a while. Some people gave up as the fight went past the climax, but others who were still eager to fight joined Tokiko and Amane. Naturally, the area around us became quiet. I let Noah and Sora rest while wary of the surroundings and for Saika's attacks. Huh? Where's Noah? But at that moment, I realized Noah wasn't here.
Kannazuki Sora, mairimasu.
Oh, why is it always like this? Tell me about it. It only tires us out. We are always easily manipulated by the Master or Saika. Then hand me the right. Sounds like a good deal, no? Since you're with him all the time. You do know the relationship between him and I is only business? And besides, would you give it up if you were me? Do you think I would? No. Now, no more talking. Great. Now, come on. Oh, they're fighting. Cool. Dude, adios. We need that Tokiko swimsuit. It's literally just like the simplest red swimsuit possible. Yet it's like, why? Why do they gotta deny Tokiko good things in this world? I mean, they gave her that fat ass of hers. That's a Tokiko costume. I would play Tokiko more if she had a costume like that. Because what Tokiko has right now is not very good. Like, the fact that Tokiko's best costume that I actually like for her is behind the friendship points, I'm not bothering with that. It's too expensive for its own good. That was Tokiko, by the way. Goodbye, Tokiko. But you know what this means, right? When you have boss characters, that means they have a chance of appearing in the tower as well. I'm kind of getting the feeling that they're introducing all these new fightable enemies so we can face them in the tower for the next 25 floors. And I wholeheartedly welcome that stuff. I really do. Oh crap, which one are we on? We're on 4. We're on 3. If it starts with Tokiko on the first page, then that means it's that. Okay. They're at the counters, not the beach. But you said that in Bello's stream that Amane's power gives me Sebastian Shaw vibes. Who is Sebastian? Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of vowels in a row. Who is Sebastian Shaw? What does he do? And hopefully they add some RPG enemies as well. What sort of enemies from RPG would they add in there? Because that would be like a really good place to add in, like, you know, just specific enemies. But they usually try to introduce like whole new enemy concepts inside the story or in an event. But let's continue. I want to say you're too strong, but the situation is in favor of me too much. Those are the exact words that undermine me. Well, I just did. After a fierce fight, the two face each other at a distance. The battle was neck and neck. No, Tokiko was exhausted and could barely fight back. That was because Amane's ninja art suits the chaotic situation that I made. Amane's ninja art. Evil Eye. Circle motion! It absorbs all the kinetic energy that she touches into a concentrated ball of power and uses it as she pleases. Oh, cool. It's an energy redirection. That's awesome. In other words, she can absorb the energy from their attacks and make them into her own. That's a really cool situation. X-Men villain can store power then unleashes in one go. Isn't that guy in the he's in one of the X-Men movies from what I remember. Because I remember there's this one scene in like one of the movies where they have like 40 guys shooting at him and like he absorbs I don't think it's he takes the energy, he stops all their bullets first and then takes the energy from their bullets and fires it all the way back at him. I thought that was like really cool. I was like, wow, that's awesome. If that's not him, then I'm probably mistaken. I haven't seen that movie in a very long time. You know, with how she has the ability to absorb the energy from enemies' attacks and do that sort of stuff, she'd be a really great character for specifically just like counterattack builds. Obviously, that's what her supporter does already. It's really good for that sort of stuff, but I want to see like her absorb energy and just like fire it back. Like she has 3 stages of power depending on like what enemy hit her or something. That'd be really cool. X-Men First Class, that's it. That's the movie. And I guess Sebastian Shaw was in that movie. It's been a very long time since I've seen First Class. But I don't think that is Galactus. Galactus is a little big. Mind you, it's not perfect. If she absorbs more energy than she can handle, it rebounds, damaging herself. And she also becomes vulnerable when she releases the energy. Oh man, there's a character in a game I was playing recently that does that, where you can absorb the energy and then fire it back at someone. I cannot remember what in the life of me what that is. I keep thinking it was Postal from when you use the kick to reflect projectiles back at people, but that's not the same. It was where I was able to absorb like projectiles and then shove them back at people. I can't remember what that is. At least right now. Whatever. However, this defect disappears completely if she avoids an all-out brawl and the fight becomes one-on-one. Firstly, most of the intruders who attack her are below her level, so the energy she absorbs doesn't exceed her limit, even if she absorbs it all. Rather, she can keep absorbing all the enemy's energy. And if she releases the energy when the enemy is dealing with another intruder, she doesn't have to worry about a counterattack. In fact, I could say that Tokiko has done a surprisingly good job at holding up until now. It's kind of busted there, Amane. You can literally just shotgun someone down by absorbing their punch and literally throwing the energy right back at them. However, their relationship is deeper to... However, their relationship is deeper than to use that as an excuse or let it to be an excuse. For a long time, they've competed with and confronted each other and honed their skills together. So they try to take advantage of each other all the time. There is no hesitation or hatred in doing so. I swear to you I will defeat Saika and Master, and I'll enjoy the share of the vacation time as well. I'm not done with this. Tokiko attacks Amane with all of her might. It seems like Tokiko has already given up, but the attack is so powerful that there is still a chance for Tokiko to win. Amane, who knows this, keeps a cool head, remains alert, and reacts to the attack. If Amane can withstand the attack, it's her win. Which is why a sudden blow turns the table. Noah, who suddenly appeared, struck a blow on Amane's ribs. The vulnerability when Amane discharges energy, of course. The vulnerability when Amane discharges energy. Of course, if the blow was a mild punch, she would have taken down Tokiko with no trouble. However, Noah is a being made from black cells. She's strong enough to take down the defenseless Amane. There you go, Noah. Literally blindsiding her. Really? Twice, thrice, even 4 times, Amane managed to tumble on the sand. However, it's amazing that she managed to break the fall safely. Noah? Really? I think she'll get back up right away. We don't have much time. Let me be brief. Tokiko is as confused as Amane. Actually, even more than Amane is. However, Noah stops Tokiko with her hand, who wants to say something. I want you to make a dish of my choice with every dinner we have this week when vacation is over. That's my condition to cooperate. Okay, I'll do it. Amane stood up right away and headed towards where Noah and Tokiko were. Tokiko was hesitant, thinking about what exactly was going on, but then nodded her head, thinking, as long as she's willing to cooperate. Make use of an advantage as much as one can. This, of course, applied to Tokiko.
Kannazuki Sora, 参ります.
I was so hyped that I made room for others to interrupt I was so hyped that I made a room for the others to interrupt me since the situation was totally in my favor. It's hard to believe that this child would betray my master over something as simple as something as trivial as her favorite side dish. Is she wanting both of us to go down? I wouldn't have to take the risk like this if the situation was even. A plan to exploit the opening made after helping me defeat Amane? Contemplating, are you? But you can't refuse to each other. You can't lose. If you can't win, at least we lose together. Right? I don't think that's what our master said. Yes, this is my own judgment after observing the two of you. Because you both like Fuma. So, shall we start? A fight I can't give up. Noah, look at you. Look at you creating bad situations for yourself, but also making it really like cinematic. I should have used Noah for this. Bang, 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 bang. No! God, I cannot get enough of those 5 dashes in a row. That's so good. This is also the first time we fought Noah in like over a year, actually. Well, obviously I've fought Noah in the tower, but it's, you know, in terms of story, we haven't fought Noah in forever. It's a long time. Let's see what you guys got to say. Gremory can make Amane's power work. I'm sure they can. Like, they have the counterattack system built up, and they also have the charging system too. So it's like having another charge type character. Yeah, 100% they can do this. Amane is doable. Let's see, but in terms of raw power, Amane is the strongest. When she was a youngin', she was a total monster, to say the least. A wild hound that would run anything down in her way. She's calmed down with Kotaro's help. Though just before Danjo used her as a weapon, he even gave her the new arm to enhance her powers. Oh, cool. So, obviously that's not her natural arm. So did she lose her arm in like... excuse me. In an accident or something with the energy releasing and destroyed herself? Because if so, that's a pretty interesting thing to say. Cool. We have the Amane supporter. We'll actually use that. That's a fun idea. We'll have Noah for this one. I sadly don't have her beach outfit, but we do have Taimanins. Stray sheep. Beepo sheepo. Noah Brown, the first Taimanins outfit user. That was like an instant buy for me the moment I saw it come up. I don't know about you guys. But here it is, the big finish. But first of all, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. That's right. Noah knows what she wants, and she goes out and gets it. She's a being of desire, and she desires to eat. And she's going to get fed, for sure. Gotta love Noah. In a game, in a series where everybody's all conniving and, you know, deceitful, Noah actually manages to be the most real person in the most real person in the entire action Taimanin game. There's no ulterior motives. It's just her being herself. But let's finish this up. Noah! By the time we had noticed Noah's actions had ran, it had already ended. Look at that. They're just down there. Amane and Tokiko were already knocked down, and Noah looked exhausted. Look at you, Tokiko. Not Tokiko. Look at you, Noah. So cool. Taking down both butlers. No problem. It looks like both Tokiko and Noah's attacks put Amane on the defensive, and her absorption of energy had reached its limit. But as soon as the rebound hit, she released the last of her energy, and Noah didn't protect Tokiko, and it hit her directly. They've been played by... Come on now. They've been played by Noah. I didn't think they would tolerate such a thing. Look at you, Noah. Nice. Noah, why did you play such a risky gamble? They could have had you both They both could have had you taken out. I took the risk because I knew that would not happen. The reason is a secret. Oh, Noah. Well, there I go. Just like praising Noah being the most realist Taimanin in the game, and then she has like an ulterior motive. Whoopsie daisy. It's okay. I'm not hurt. I just used a little too much force in trying to change the circle motion to its limit. But I'm hungry. Saying that, Noah then lies down on the sandy beach. When it's all over, feed me until my belly explodes. Oh, it's awesome that you knocked out both of them. I'm sorry I don't have that much money, but I'll buy you something you like. I piled up some sand below Noah's head and then covered up with a towel so she can rest. Homemade food from Tokiko. Street food from Fuma. Oh, the perfect strategy. Noah whispered something, but I couldn't hear it. There was no time for that anyway. Anyways, we were also missing Noah. It's going to be pretty hard to fight Saika without her. I turned my eyes in the direction of Saika. Saika, as I expected, was doing her best to knock out all of the intruders from the beginning. And then it seemed like she was slowly bringing it to a one-on-one situation. She was thinking that she'd still have enough strength to fight me after getting rid of the intruders, and that it would be better to deal with the weaker ones first, even if it tires her out instead of going against them all after a scruff with me. Strong self-confidence and a judgment that never underestimates the opponent and understands their strengths and weaknesses. As expected, Saika is the biggest enemy. I'm sorry. I knew someone like me. No, it's not like that. You have enough power. It's just the numbers, because my command works best in team fights. Sora, looking at my expression, though I thought I didn't trust her, and then her expression darkened. Oh, this is getting bad. That's okay. But then Noah points somewhere. There, Helga was seen looking around and entering the area. Then Helga also found Noah and immediately ran to us, plowing through the enemies in the middle. Oh, Noah, there you are! What's going on? Suddenly calling me to a place like this? Are you okay? I'm just a little hungry. I have a little favor to ask. What is it? You want me to bring you food? Oh, what am I going to do with you? It's so dangerous here. Do you want me to take you outside? We're already outside. Well, that's not it. I want you to help us, specifically fight Saika over there and win. Help Fuma against her? She makes people fly like pieces of paper. Helga realized for the first time that I and Sora existed as she looked at us and then towards Saika. Don't worry, you'll have Fuma's directions. Everyone's been saying that. Are you sure you're okay? You're not brainwashed or anything, are you? That's not it. I don't know how many times we would be in danger without Fuma's command. What? Oh, sorry. At Helga's words, for some reason, Sora reacts before me, denying it. I approached Helga, scratching my head. Well, I understand how you feel, but if you think it's suspicious or dangerous, it's okay for you to leave. I'll let you do that. But right now, I need at least another person on the team. Why don't you at least lend me some of your strength until you're disappointed in me? That's a really odd way to say that you need your help, and also look like a little bitch at the same time, Fuma. I bowed my head and, truthfully, asked for a favor. Helga stared blankly at me, surprised, but then took a deep breath. I can't help it. I'll help you. But don't get me wrong, I'm not doing this because Noah asked, alright? Oh, thank you. I thank her and hurriedly come up with the arrangements and tactics with Helga on the team. At that time, a woman was standing on a slightly elevated rocky ground outside the area set up on the beach, where she could see the area at a glance. That's better than I thought. No, I think we need to correct the term better. Not many people can command like this, especially among Taimanins. That was Fuma Yukina. After checking in at the hotel, she returned and was heading towards the beach. That's when she was faced with the commotion. To her, Fuma Katara was an insignificant Taimanin. It's the only way she could see him. It's the only way she could see him. To her, who had not been involved with the clan for a while, Fuma Katara was just the one-eyed, who could not even be seen as the head of the family. And it hasn't changed since their last encounter. She heard that he is training little by little these days, but she thinks that he's a weak man who should win 100 times out of 100. Although she heard rumors that he was good at commanding, she thought it was simply because there was nothing to see when he's in combat, and he was being overly praised compared to it. Wow, look at you, seeing through the ruse of command chains or whatever. She knew how skillful Saika is. It's just that she thought that the girls were being supportive and were being commanded by a puppet boss. Oops. As she watched the battle, she couldn't help but think, what if I had received that command? Guess I'll just have to give it a try. Saying that, Yukina gathered the strength in her legs. Normally, another Taimanin would have joined Fuma and tried to receive orders. However, Yukina was not that type of Taimanin. Wah! Yukina made a big jump and broke into the area at once. She then approached Saika and blew up the intruders surrounding her. Yukina, I was curious to know what you had meant by the young master's command that you always talk about. Okay, but isn't the young master over there? You know what I mean. If I wanted to receive commands from him, I could do it at any time by joining the task force. But the chance to be the opposite side and going against him is rare, right? But I can't team up because of the rules, okay? Oh, I'm just an intruder. I'm just deciding whose side to take. So I won't take commands from you either. I'm going to kick the crap out of the intruders around me as it pleases me. Aw, yeah! Then I'll take a break. Saika leaves Yukina to deal with the intruders and gets some rest to fight Fuma and the others. Fuma and the others were marching towards them, attracting the intruders to form a large group and fight. And Saika pays particular attention to Helga at the center of it all. At first, it seems like she had no choice but to participate, but now she's fighting vigorously and moving happily. And whenever she gets praised by Fuma, she gets excited and works harder to be more helpful. But that was inevitable. After all, Fuma's command made her feel as if she could not. Fuma's command made her feel as if she could not only fully use her own power, but even more. And led by Helga's example, Sora, who lacked confidence, was also working hard to bring out her skills. So Saika was calculating around maybe 30% chance of losing, until Yukina showed up. Master, now you have no chance of winning. But even if you lose this match, it will be an overall victory. What? Looking at Helga and Yukina in turn, Saika whispered. Oh no, Noah got knocked out, but then she came back up and we're gonna go win. We're gonna attack Saika at the same time as the intruders do, alright? Yeah. Got it. This team was formed at the last minute, but thanks to the both of you, we're going to be able to make it this far. Since you've come this far, you must... Greetings, Captain. New intruder reporting in. I'm just an intruder that will support Saika and sabotage you. Best regards. It may be difficult to win, but let's do our best. Let's show them our power. Yes. That was dangerous. I almost said win irresponsibly. Oh, Fuma, you gotta have the confidence in yourself to say win. Look how fast she is. Because Noah already had the ability to just like chase enemies with her attacks, and now she's actually like can capitalize on the movement she gained. And Noah has like insane course correction too, so she can just stand in the middle of a group of enemies and just go totally nuts. She's voiced too. Isn't that great? We're that much closer to getting Miss Fat Ass Robot Legs. Hooray! We won! And the crowd cheers. At first it was a match for the three people, Tokiko, Amane, and Saika, but after the battle became a free-for-all due to my tactics. Everyone was now drinking and partying together, as if they'd agreed on becoming friends after the fight. Even if you used everything you had as an advantage, wasn't it cheating to get Noah's help? If you say so, you should have aimed at the last blow at Noah instead of me. If I did something like that, then the rights might have passed to Tokiko, and that's worse than losing my rights, okay? I agree with you word for word, except when you replace Tokiko with Amane. Apparently not everyone was wanting to be friends. Oh, the results of the game? I don't even have to mention that. We lost. I can't do this damn game. Oops. Go to the log section. But for the sake of everyone who formed a team with me, we held out for about 10 times more than the other mediocre time in units. Fuma, let's eat some fruits. I'll do it for you. Well, that's a bit embarrassing, so I'll eat it myself, thank you. Come on, Noah, let me do it. Right, Noah? Say ah. Ah. And Noah, who participated in the team from the second half, got it between me and Noah like we had been best friends for years. Of course, I'm not complaining. It's very nice. It's just that it's a little embarrassing that she's hugging and everything, so I just want her to stop. And Sora looks on. What's wrong with you, Sora? Is everything okay? Are you sick? No, it's not it. I just thought this is fun. It doesn't look like that. It is not. It is not. I really enjoy it, fighting together. Participating in an after party like this, it's really, Saying that, Sora bursts into tears. Is it okay to have so much fun? I'm the only one who survived. Of course, it's okay. Huh? I accidentally end up shouting out loud. If someone says that they're the only one who's lucky to be alive, even if it's Sora saying that, I will strongly deny it. Because if that's not the case, I'd be the same. Huh. Well, in my father's case, he deserved it. Wow. Oh, yes. Right. Hey, I've been listening. I've been running this small business now, but I used to have a daughter. I'm supposed to be dead. If that means she can't live happily ever after, that's even safer. Yeah, me too. Well, in my case, it's my grandson. You don't have kids. I'm saying I did. I'm saying if I did. And one after another, the older demons gathered around to pitch in. Thank you all. Really, thank you. So finally, Sora wiped away her tears and smiled. Wow, the actual demons are just, they have humanity. Oh yeah, why don't we all take a picture together? Yay! Helga suggested, shouting in a brighter voice. Good, let's all take a picture. I got a good camera. Damn, I can't help it. I'm not good at making friends, but you're good at talking. Now, the Taimanin lady in the middle, let's show your parents up there how happy you are. Yeah! Hey, Tohiko and Amane, stop arguing and come here. And Saika, huh? Where are Saika and Yukina? Are you sure? You wanted it so badly, didn't you? A little far from the noisy place, behind the rock where Yukina had been standing and watching during the match, Yukina and Saika were talking secretly. You said it was your will, but that's cheating. Even if you didn't help, I could have won more than half. But it's a waste. As the victor's right, Saika safely obtained the free right to use Master. But at the end of the vacation, she relinquished her right and decided that she would only come if she was notified that something was wrong, and that she would leave Fuma to spend with his own time. Huh. What? Until yesterday, I thought you would definitely say, uh-huh, or it doesn't matter at all. What? She probably didn't even realize it. When it was pointed out, she blushed. Hey, after seeing fighting and thinking about the young master today, you still don't see him as the head of Fuma? I don't think that commanding skills are the only thing that makes a leader, alright? So, is that an introduction? Oh, well, yes. At least I don't think of him as one-eyed or puppet boss like before. This time I'm going to stop being biased and try again. I also apologize for being rude up until now. You took me on vacation with that in mind, don't you? Maybe. Let me put it this way. As an apology for making you feel that way, I'll give some of my rights to you. I'll resign, but let's just ask him to stay with you for the last half of a day on the vacation. Then no one will disturb you. Is that alright? Seeing Saika smiling as she said that, Yukina trembles. Whether it was an idea that popped up in the spur of the moment or was all planned from the beginning, in a different sense from Fuma, she felt that as if Saika was also a member of the Fuma clan, and that she will never be able to find the truth. Alright, I'll do that. Yukina nodded, knowing that she would eventually be persuaded no matter how much she refused. Hey Saika, Yukina, oh there you are, I was looking all over for you guys. Just then, Fuma appeared and calls him over. Oh, I'm sorry, young master, what's happening? It's that we all decided to take a picture together, so I came here to invite you, and just one more thing. Tohiko and Amane, I let Sora stand next to me, but then the two of them started arguing over who should stand next to me as well. I thought of the other demons would stop them, but they all got excited for another round of drinks and then another after party. Can you do something to stop them? It's out of my hands now. Oh my, there's nothing we can do. Those two. Saika said that smiling as if she couldn't believe what she had just heard. I have to let them know that the spot next to you is for me. Oh, you too? Oh well, since it's been a while, I should participate in the fight as well, right? Even Yukina? Why? Leaving Fuma confused, Saika and Yukina returned to where everyone was gathered, glaring at each other. Oh, there we go. Another sitcom episode completed. Those crazy Fuma gals always doing their insane stuff. Thirsty as it can be. But what I didn't check earlier was... Where is it? There she is. Fuma Yukina. We didn't get to look at her supporter. Yes, even with all that, Saika still wiped the floor with them. Yes, Saika in this event actually is a very good portrayal of how she's going to be, because Saika actually can stun you and snare you in one location and then kick you for 2/3 of your health in one combo. So she's going to be a really painful enemy to fight. So it does make sense that Fuma and the gang got totally rolled over. Well, let's look at the supporter. Oh, I didn't read that. But why do you feel a disturbance between me and Astaroth? Pairing with Noah? My wife will kill. Jermaine posting his Oboro. He's writing the narrative right there for the Astaroth Noah Oboro triangle or something. Goodness. But Fuma Yukina. This is a supporter you're not going to want to sleep on, because this is actually, well, let me finish this before I get on a rant. Increases skill damage by 20%. This is skill damage. Skill damage obviously is one of the most important things in general. It allows you use skills all the time. It's helpful on every single supporter, on every single character. It's also in Suppress, which has 2 high damage boosting supporters, critical boosting, critical damage. It's all about hitting extremely hard, and this hits just as hard. Like at maximum, this does 40% more skill damage. That's essentially having like a second skill training option. Like obviously when you get the skill damage up, that's 35% at maximum. This is 40% at maximum. Even then, at 1.5, that's 20% more skill damage. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. The call effect is nothing to write home about, because it's a 30% chance of instant death on... No, it's a 60% chance of instant death on anything that's not a boss. And the bosses are the most damaging and scariest thing in the game, and you can't instant kill them, so it's kind of pointless. This is the perfect backline fodder, though. Like, you get her just even 1.5. If you're even lucky to get more than one copy of her, just, like, you'll never want to just let her go. Especially on someone who has, like, what is it? Especially on someone who has, like, a lot of really spammable skills. Like, Tokiko. Tokiko has a lot of really spammable skills, so she gets a lot of use out of this for sure. But sadly... No, wait, she's part of the permanent pool, too. So that means over time you actually have a really good chance of picking her up. Yukina's good for PvP. Yeah, she's good at it. Yukina's just good about everywhere. She makes skills just do more damage. That's awesome. Who doesn't say no? Who would say no in any scenario to, like, I'm gonna just do instantly 40%, 20 to 40% more damage at the single press of a button. That raises your baseline skill damage, so it makes your critical hits that much harder. It makes all that good sort of stuff. It's great. Great supporter. I don't have the gems to roll for her, sadly, but that's what I gotta deal with. And of course, I can pick her up with Desire. Look at this. We have two extremely good We have two extremely good supporters right here that actually get added to the permanent pool. Lydia and Yukina. Also, there's a cool little glitch that happened. Was I had rolled for again for Lydia, and obviously I used my discount roll already. Like, you can't increase the bar with that. They reset the gacha, and it put me back down to, like, you know, it gave me another free choice to do it again. So it was very confusing for me when that happened. But it's I'm very impressed that that happened. I can actually get a second discount roll. But yeah, if you guys can do this, go pick up just pick up like one copy. Because even at one copy, she's literally a 1-point wonder. Great supporter. Same thing with Lydia too. Another 1-point wonder. And she's also in the permanent pool too, so you can actually get spooked by her, and it's a really great situation. Strength, power, just viable anywhere. Though, not so much with, like, Kannazuki Sora supporter. The effect right here is not the best. Like, it has you have to take a 10% chance of damage on that sort of stuff, and it's not good. Like, if you're getting hit a lot, you can remove a buff faster, but you're better to remove a buff just through, like, playing the game. Or killing the enemy fast enough to they stop doing that. But damage of ranged attacks increased in green is very nice. Though it's green, what other options do you have in green besides dealing critical damage and one-shotting things? That's what green's for, and you don't really get that out of this. Though the passive that comes out of this is very nice, because if you're spending a long time to defeat fights, you get a 50% bonus. I'm looking at this from like a maximum ascendancy feature, so that's 10% on 5 stacks, so it's a 50% permanent boost to her damage, which is very nice. Like, you just put that in the main slot, you get that, you enchant this to +10, and you'll be pretty much golden. 1100 damage nearby blast, though, that's okay. That's actually helpful for Sora if she gets surrounded, but the thing is, Sora has several contingencies to prevent herself from getting surrounded. This is more or less so that you can knock an enemy into her crescent slash attack and then get them caught by the aftershocks. So either way, it's a good supporter. It's very solid all around. Like, it's perfect for her. Usually when they try to make these limited supporters, they try to fit into the one sort of play style for these characters, and this works well for her green build. Let's look at that, actually. Not you, Felicia. There we go. Because green, obviously, she has a bit of a wind-up to it, so she needs people to obviously be knocked back and into the range of God's Maw. She wants to knock people back, keep her away from her so she can fire this off without any problems. Same thing with Fox Flame and her basic attack string. She doesn't want to get interrupted at all, because obviously she can interrupt it herself and then move around to what she needs to do. The Binding Fox Flame, that's well, no, that's a supporter skill, so it's just made for nuking. Alright then. That's enough out of that for that one. Let's not the arena. We can't do that. We need to go here. Why did it do that? I hit quest. Alright, it's time for secret missions. It's Tuesday, which is the best day. So now everybody's gonna have ourselves a beach day. Let's go blue. I'm in a blue mood today because, you know, we obviously got a brand new blue character, which is great. Particle charge, ranged, no. Well, I need a character that does this. Ranged, no. Melee booster. Alright. But I figured I'd ask then, what did you guys think of the event? Any cool aspects of it? Do you think they'll make a continuation of it at some point? Do you think they'll do anything like it again for next summer? Because obviously there's quite a lot to go off of. Because what I liked about this event, it does two things. It brings back a fun event, shows off Noah. Well, it brings back the fun location and shows off Noah. But a secret third thing is that it creates the, what's that thing called? It builds up characterization for how they want to portray Amane, and also Amane, Yukino, and Saika. So this is a very, very important event that actually will probably be a very great detriment if you missed it at some point. Because I'm very impressed that they actually have something like that. I guess they know that, like, you know, they understand the Fuma family cells, so they made they took the effort themselves and made the let's put the actually like. We've been sleeping on the whole Fuma family scenario, so let's actually use it to our advantage. Kaboom! There you go, Asagi, dunking on him. Oh yeah, the absolute highlight for the event was 100% Saika. Like, Saika actually, like, she gets to be herself. We get characterization for Saika outside of, like, the one intimacy supporter she's had. The supporter intimacy she's had since day one of this game. But it's like, I'm impressed. They actually have gone the distance, and we're learning about this character. It took a little too long, but here we are. I'm actually quite excited to see what they're going to do with the Fuma family later on. Because if there's anything we need, it's more things about them. Because this is literally like, the character we play as is Fuma Kataro. We know only about him. He obviously has a family that he lives with. And he's a legal guardian in Tokiko. We need to learn about them. Good job, Asagi. I probably could have used my nuke, but Miss Asagi over here, proving herself again that she's always the best. Ooh, nice. Rare drop. Hell fucking yeah. Much like the event last year, there were a lot of spelling errors and bad grammar. It's something I figured would happen, but, well, I don't expect it to happen all the time. But yes, we got a playable model, a normal outfit, and the bikini. There's Tokiko's Red Hot's bikini as well. It's like, yes, they are I feel like they're gearing up for some serious stuff. They're gearing up for some serious stuff for the Fuma family, probably at the end of this year or at anniversary. Because during the anniversary to Christmas segment, it's like they are really good. They have some stuff planned for sure. I don't know what, but I would like to see what they're going to do with that. Chop 'em up. Chop 'em up, Emily. I mean, it's a good day when we ever get to see the Taimanins in, like, sexy swimwear or even casual clothes. Because these ladies are always looking good. They're always looking their best. And it's always an even greater day when we get to see them kick some serious ass. Oh yes, we got a lot of so-called plot today. In more ways than one. I don't know about you guys, but it's making an epilogue extension in the trouser area, if you know what I'm saying. Hunter's Vacation. Go get him, Rinko. Show him how it's done. Actually, no, we'll use this. We use the classic Stella. Oh, she can't use that, damn it. 16% more critical chance. Ooh. Muriel. I need to find out where they are. Violet the Srash. We got quite the development for sure, and that's what I liked about this event. Oh, jeez. Jesus, girl, you absolutely just ripped him in half. My God. Alright. Oh, jeez. This controller, man, it's always like finding new and amazing ways to fail me. The thing is, if I try to open up this controller, it's one of those sort of interference fit slots where it's like if I take it apart it won't go back together. Like, this event was very much an improvement from last year's summer event, if I do say so myself. Because it's like, you know, they did this setup for Summer Island, but frankly, the location that they were at, learning about the Fumas having their familial struggle right there was, it could have really been anywhere else besides, like, the beach. Alright, Postman, we'll see you then for brain damage. It'll be an interesting time for sure. I'll see you there for that. Good night then. Well, you must continue the efforts towards more and more of these, what are they called? What do they call these things again? Supporters? Oh, secret missions. Let's see. I'm burping. Piercing Dragon. Where's the one where she shoots the fireball? Evil Flare. Oh, that's right. But damn, guys, every time I think about, like, you know, I'm playing other characters right now, and I still just want to go, like, man, the idea that Noah is pretty good now is just resonating so hard with me. I'm so glad that Noah can actually see her full potential. I really, really like that. Because all they did was just really increase the size of the hitbox. Nothing too crazy. Just regular, everyday stuff that you would find somewhere else on a regular character. They didn't have to make it that simple, but here they are. They did it. Because quite honestly, I didn't think that Noah would get her buff until her package outfit came out, and she's a little bit of a while away from her package outfit. But yet here we are. We got I got the Noah buffs I've been waiting for. And honestly, it's like, I have some other projects I've been doing as of late, but I don't know, I really want to, I want to go play more Noah and then see like, what does Noah's improvements. No one even mentioned that our inventory went up to 850. Oh, you're right. I can actually increase it to that point because I was at 800 slots on Sunday, but now I can actually go to 850. Damn, that's fucking crazy. What else did that change? Fix some typos. Laura changes. Fix the anomaly where the bleeding effect support of Granny Providence was not applied to super armor. Time attack BP times 10. Some events ending an hour earlier. Wow. Damn, that's cool. 850 supporters. Not supporters. 850 slots is absolutely insane. I don't even think I'll be able to... I don't think I'll be ever get that close to filling it up, but... I don't know. As I saw earlier over there, it's like... It was at 650 slots. It's like, wow. These stealth editions, man. It's like, there's so much good stuff that such an edition went unnoticed. It's like, I'm insane. I can't believe it either. Because I went over there, like, I went back there for a moment to look at, like, the Steam page to see what exactly changed. And it's like, that's a lot. Let's see. Stella. Where's Shiryuki? There it is. I mean, it would be hard to notice already for something like that. Because unless you're really sitting there with like maximum... Unless you're really at the maximum all the time. I mean, how would I ever notice? Oh, that's right. It's a freeze. $875,000 damage. Uh-oh. These bleed ticks. She died from the bleeding. Oh my goodness. Those 1300 damage bleed ticks always getting me. It's obviously also because I have like 0 defense. Going a pure offensive build like this, you don't have a fucking chance. Good job, Kiara. That was actually very good. That was a very good run of that so far. There goes. There starts the bleeding. Like when I put Kiara in an A tier, it's for a reason. Like Kiara exists in her own little world, and her world is full of icy hot pain. I swear. Like, man, if you get her on a good day like that, it's like 209,000 damage criticals. Off of her basic attack, even. Let's see, we have Sakura. Ooh, that's going to be a good one. Because every time I look at this, like, Sakura over here, she's just being like, she's absolutely crazy today. It's like, they made, like, they really went out here and made the best swimsuit possible for her. And I just can't fault them for that. It's so good. It's an absolutely beautiful look. It really is. Like, what am I to do against something like that? We need... Like, it's got simple lines, a simple gradient. It accentuates all of her features. It's like... Why didn't she have this from, like, year one? That's my question. It makes me wonder. Is like, I think there's other Sakura swimsuits out there from the other games and other Lilith titles as well that she's had. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with all those. That's it. Melee damage. Perfect. Let's go, Sakura. Let's fold these bitches like origami. I do though wish I had her butterfly weapon, because Sakura's butterfly weapon is like really, really good. But I didn't want to waste any gems in the first place, because I wanted to have enough ready for when the next character came out, so I could actually get some gear for them. Kiara would be an S tier because of Frigid Zone alone, and that 5/5 limited weapon she totally dominates. I don't like to consider the limited weapon series on a character because it obviously it makes or breaks them for the most part. Like it is nice. Not Sakura, but Kiara's limited weapon. It's super duper strong, but Kiara gets to sit in A for me because of the abilities of Frigid Zone and the freeze debuff. That's it. Because that freeze debuff just like is leaps and bounds better than anything else most characters have. Like, you can deal poison, you could burn someone, you could stun, paralyze, inflict, terrorize, whatever. They don't do anything. Seed bomb, anything else like that. No, Kiara gets the ability to instantly stun an enemy regardless of armor, and deal 50% more damage on the very next strike. So it's like, that's probably the strongest debuff in the game you can give to an enemy, because it really turns the tide in her favor. That's for sure. And it works on everything too. Like, Frigid Zone is like, man, that's just like a really good support, and it's a really good skill in general. She just really needed those tweaks that we got about 2-3 months ago now. Those sort of tweaks really help her out in terms of getting more of an edge against other against other Taimanins, which I really enjoy, because it lets Kiara be competitive. Because, man, she's got a lot of chasing in those basic attack strings. She's got the 40% specialized SR weapon. Like, all I ever use is the SR weapon for Kiara. I really don't have any reason to use her UR. Like, if I had, you know, Mariner in the Storm, if I had more copies of that, I would use it more often. But either way, Kiara's strength alone lies in that crowd control and the ability to just deal defense-piercing debuffs. I love it. That's a character that feels good, but not good enough to go into S for me, unfortunately. Who knows, maybe she'll get some more, even more changes as time goes on, and then she'll get like totally busted, like Shiranui levels of busted. But I await the day those changes come. Until then, I will enjoy Miss Icy Hot to her fullest potential. Give me the spin! But the bug event was a bit of a letdown, and now you've got enough insects to finish next year without breaking a single sweat. It's like, I wonder what they're going to do with all those bugs even. Because it's like, I think I have 400 something of those boxes. And it's like, what do I do with all those? Because I've seen people ask, like, you know, we have all these boxes. What am I supposed to do with them? I don't know, man. It's like, some people say to, like, sell the boxes. Some say to keep them. It's like, I'm probably going to end up keeping them or something like that. Because I can't, well, no, I can't really ever recommend selling those boxes because I still have the New Year's items from, like, 2 years ago. So I don't typically get rid of anything. What? Oh gee, she's gonna die. Yeah, that's true. We just got added inventory anyways. It's like, man, we're gonna have, at this rate, we're gonna have like, what is that thing called? We're gonna have something like probably 1,000 slots next year at this rate. Because we started, I think, in May with 700 slots. We got 50 more slots because of the events. It's like, wow. That's right. It may be beach time, but I want her Victoria's Secret Angel skin on. I want my hot robot angel. Of course. It's in solid black. You want that Asuka skin so bad, though. You think they'll ever bring it back, just like how they brought Yukikaze's and Sakura's? It's like, honestly, I think they will. They will bring the skin back, that's for sure, because it's obviously way too much of a draw to let go. It's and like, it's good. It's a good skin. It doesn't sound like they have any problems with, you know, Aoi Nagisa to get the rights for their costumes. So there shouldn't be any reason to not see this costume again. Like, wow, this is such a really good skin for Asuka. Like, it honestly impresses me, like, man, they really went the distance with this, and it is so worth it. This is a really weird and like odd candid moment, but when I saw that this skin got in the game, I was sitting there in my room. I was playing Elden Ring, and I look over to see like there's a new announcement in like the news channel, and I see like, what? Asuka's getting a skin? Oh my god, I gotta get this. Like, I'm sitting there in like the inverted tower area where you're doing Ranni's quest, and it's like, wow, and I remembered that. I don't know why it was so poignant, and not poignant, but like really present in my head. The swimsuit one though, oh darn it, Kong. I had my whole story. But yeah, I just remember when I saw the Asuka skin though, it's like, oh yeah, it's great. I love that skin so much. But the swimsuit one, because you know it's limited and you started playing a year later, it's like, well, it's getting to the end of summer now, Kong. And I don't think we have yet to see it. Actually, let me check. Let's go to the store. Nope, we only have these 3 gals for new summer items. Let's go back to Asuka, check what hers looks like. Because with hers, it was just, it was, I think, Golden Pass only. And they have yet to rerun a Golden Pass. So, odds are, not looking very good for you, little man. Because I don't know when it appeared, but I know it was in the summer of last year. It was the first of 3 Golden Passes they ran that summer. That's EXP trainer. Yes, go in there, Kurenai. But I mean, there's always a bunch of other characters that have nice costumes there, Kong. You can get some of those. Look, Kurenai's got one. Doesn't she look great? Sakura's got one too. Does she have anything equipped? No. Can you believe, guys, though, that like there was people out there who are like, when Sakura got her when Asuka got her swimsuit, people were all just like, really? They're gonna give Asuka that? Oh, it looks terrible. It's horrible. Grammary's making a horrible decision with it. And it's like, sometimes I don't get the complaints people do. I really don't. Because Asuka looks great. Looks fantastic. Oh, that's why I was thinking of the other costume there, Kong. It was, because your profile picture is one of Bun's renders where he uses the special edition Asuka costume. But they had the lottery system for limited skins where you purchased the original 3, they got visual updates. I don't think Asuka is in the range for a visual update as of late. The closest one to get a visual, the next one to probably get a visual update is Rinko, more than anyone else. But who knows? Maybe they'll introduce like a purchasable randomizer that you can get limited costumes, a limited costume reroll system. I don't know. But that would be something that they would do that's like right up their alley. It's like weird. It's like a weird sort of setup system. Like I had never heard of you being able to like get a randomizer in terms of costumes that you can pay for to get limited ones. But here we are. That is literally the power of FOMO. It's insane. There you go. Look at that, Kurenai. You were destined to win because 2 swords are better than 1. Alright. Next up is Shiranui. Shiranui did such a good job on the tower. I'm very impressed with her because it was a very hard-fought battle for sure in the tower. She actually, even with all the deaths that I had, she still took less time than Asagi and Micah did. Which was like crazy. I can't believe that. Yes, it is very much so a gross sales tactic. But when they come there, you'll simp for your waifus. Exactly. I understand it, man. Whenever I see a brand new Asagi costume, I'm like, I'm all over that. When those Taimanin costumes are coming up, that's my ticket. I'm gonna have that like minute 0. Like, man, it has got to be an absolute level of suffering to be like a newer player at this time, because like some of the game's best costumes are limited, like because of holidays, and also limited because of packages, especially the Golden Pass ones. Like, man, Kiara fans, they don't eat well because everything is behind a paywall. Everything. Sploosh. Big Mama making waves. You know what skin we need for Kurenai though? We need that black dress she wears in RPG. That was elegant and hot. It sure was. There's actually, I think, even what, a whole category just for like classy evening gowns in this game. Let me go to the store. It's not time in his day off. Party dressed, yeah. There's a whole category for these. Like, you got Asagi's dress. Look, even Emily gets one. Like, it's perfect. Literally perfect. Like, Kurenai would fit in there just like a hand to a glove. That's beautiful stuff. In fact, there's a lot of costumes from RPG that really could benefit from coming over to this side. Like Ingrid's bunny costume. That deserves to come over here. It really does. Along with the version of what's that thing called? Ingrid's office costume that she gets in RPG as well. That's something I wanted to see actually make it in there because I like that costume a lot. Or more or less, I just want more Ingrid things. Hey there, Aphrodite. Thanks for coming on by. And we got blazing it up with Astaroth. There's Supernova once again. With Supernova once again being the absolute total destruction piece that it is. Where, what is it? That crit did 1 million damage, and the base item does, what is that? 400,000 damage? Supernova. You don't touch me. Whoa, Saika, where'd you go? And Saika has a bunny costume too? Is it the different bunny costume than what I'm thinking of? Well, obviously she has the one in this game. She obviously has the one in this game, but I think there's another one that's in there as well. Man. Oh my goodness. I'm having like a mental breakdown over here because it's like Saika and Micah have rhyming names and I can't differentiate the two in my head right now. Because I'm thinking like Saika, Micah's got a costume. Yeah. No. No. It's like, Saika's not there. So she's not even in the game yet, man. Gotta use your head. Is Saika going to be playable? I hope she is. Well, the fact that Saika now has costumes, she's got multiple costumes, has a development at some point in an event, and has like more than 3 lines of dialogue, a 3D render, moves, a boss model. She's in the realm of playable characters. Obviously, if you become a boss in this game, you have a chance of being playable. So it's pretty good. I like it. So I do say it's a pretty good chance of Saika being playable at this point. Well, Aphrodite, I'm pretty good. How about you? Because today we just got a brand new character in this game, and I'm giving a little stream and demonstration about how it worked, and also just doing other events and stuff like that. Yeah. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to get some supporters on that. We need to get Reina, and we need to get Kuramachi Kato. It's very unfortunate though that I don't have a 5-5. I don't have the event version of the supporter. Yeah, it is pretty cool though, Aphrodite. You do anything fun as of late? Spend a cool weekend or something like that? It's obviously Tuesday, so you're getting right there in the work and grind. We've all been there at some point. Clairvoyance, hummingbird, stone piercers, squall. Perfect. Nice. Well, I mean, it's a nice 7 o'clock in the evening on a nice summer night. So just chilling out's always the best thing to do. Find a nice stream, turn it up, and just hang out. That's what I like to do. Oh. 16,000 health. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Good lord. Goodness gracious, that's slow. Oh my lord, it hurts. Oh god, I gotta start over. But all that's left is a UR supporter. And then Mary has been a boss. Yeah, she's been a boss for a long time. And Mary has a UR supporter from the event. Because, what's her face? Felicia never had a UR supporter. The only UR supporter that she had, like, you know, special edition one was from her event. And she got to be playable, obviously. Oh, cool there, Aphrodite. Well, if you're streaming later tonight, I'll probably pop on in and something like that. Show some love. That's what it's all about, right? Because I would love to see Mary playable. She's such a cool character. And yet, she's not making it in. That next bleed tick is going to kill her. I have to be careful. Ugh. Yep, there he goes. There's the death animation. Darn it. So Kiko, we got to change tactics. The game is slowing down. Probably because there's like some sort of... probably having like an internet connection thing or something like that slowing me down somewhere. Like, man, the game is underwater at this point. Who has my supporters? Not supporters. It's does Rin have them? Like the game is running at like 1/100th of its speed. Jesus. Oboro, do you have them? No, you have your own crit supporters. It's like, goodness gracious, these girls are underwater. Murasaki, do you have them? I think you do, actually. Damage, specific. Do you have the Misagi? I think you do. Nope. But look, everybody, you get nice slow motion animation. Isn't that great? I mean, I don't exactly... I think it's fun, but I don't really appreciate having to wait 20 seconds for something to load. Feels like when you go on vacation and you have to use, like, someone else's Wi-Fi and it's obviously not up to par for yours. And it's like, oh boy. It's like, what do you mean I can't load the web page in a quarter of a second? I thought you said you had good internet. Awesome. Does Kurenai have them? No. Somebody has my... Do you have them, Noah? I can't find those. Does Micah... Shizuru have them? No, Shizuru has her own. Oh my lord. Oh, fuck that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and see if by the time I come back this lag resolves itself. At least the stream is still looking good. It's like, that's all that matters. I'm glad it is, because at least it's working out for you guys. On my end, it's like, okay, it's working now, at least a little bit better. Ooh. Oh, they're on Sora. That's where they are. No, wait, these aren't the right ones. Oh god, it's still there. No, Asuka doesn't have them. Rarity. I want attack, SR. Somebody has these and I can't find them. I wish we could just categorize these sort of things. They're always so annoying to find and look around for. Oh, that's it. They're all in Shiranui. Oh my lord. I don't know why they do it. It's straight up underwater gaming on my part. We'll give those to Tokiko. Thank goodness we don't have UR Magatamas though, because this system is total pain. I 100% would I wouldn't put it past them to start implementing the UR Magatama system in due time. God, the thing I hope when I use Tokiko is like she doesn't get immediately blown up. Because I hope to God my defense down hits. I hope that she doesn't get shot from like 1,000 feet away and then eats like a massive amount of damage. Tokiko is like literally hope and pray the game doesn't try to screw you at this point. 883,000 damage is pretty good. See, there we go. You gotta play smart with Tokiko. Do bosses crit? Yes, bosses do crit. It's very, very scary when they start critting a lot, though. Because not only can bosses crit, these bosses as well, they can, they unfortunately can deal the bleed effect. And Tokiko right there, you saw she only had 16,000 health. So she can't take massive bleed ticks like the rest of my girls can. Because there's, in the tower specifically, you can notice when a boss does crit. So it does matter, like sometimes when you have those weapons that reduce critical chance of like other Taimanins, it helps. But frankly, it can only help so much. Let's give it to him, Shizuru. Show him how it's done. Shizuru's out here whipping it good. Because no one gives coverage out here like Miss Shizuru does. It's so good. They're all together. Perfect. That's how you learn how to play Shizuru. It's learning how to use, obviously she got some of the strongest skills in the game, but she uses immense amounts of overwhelming force. That's the Shizuru way. Have you guys ever tried to roll for perfect? Yeah. Have you guys ever tried to roll for perfect Magatamas though? Like just sit there and like, you know, accumulate a ton of resources and see if it's actually worthwhile for you to make the effort for one. Because the perfect, getting like perfect, you know, what are those things called? Like perfect attack or perfect critical ones are like really, really, really tiresome to deal with. Because I remember, I think like before I got my own set of SR Magatamas, I used to run around with these, what are those things called again? They're SR I ran around with a bunch of R Magatamas that I used my thousands upon thousands of low rank upgrading materials just to figure it out. Just to upgrade it to perfect criticals that I used for Sue. How you doing there, the one true uncle? We're just playing some action Taimanin over here. It's pretty good stuff. We had the new character we showed off earlier, Noah's buffs. It's really, really great stuff so far. Do you have Sora there, uncle? Do you have her? Have you played this game or something like that? But it's 1 million gold just for one Magatama. Is that to polish it 5 times? That's because spending him, well, that's not polishing it 5 times, that's a lot less. But spending 1 million gold just straight up in rerolls is, yeah, that's feasible. Because I remember I would think I had, like, I think just to get one Magatama to be, like, in the 1.4 all damage to, it just 1.3 and above range for, the, what's that thing called again? In the range to have all that sort of stuff, like 1.4 damage to all enemies. I think that cost me like 5 million gold just to get all of mine done. That was just straight up in rerolls too. And each reroll is like, what, 20,000 gold? So it takes like a lot of rolls. It's so expensive. Well, but how you doing there, uncle? You been good lately? I think you, you're the guy who worked at the pizza place, right? Who at least worked there at one time. I hope the work has been better to you. Just for one, and the mats too, the beads. Those beads are those beads are an absolute nightmare. Thankfully, though, it's like, oh yeah, that just reminds me, like, thanks to you saying that there, Bucket Lover, I just remembered we have, what are those things called? They're the, Magatama tickets, that's it. Those Magatama tickets we all have sitting in our inventory, there's like, we all have like 50 or 60 of them at this point. They're totally pointless. I honestly wondered, like, what the hell they were trying to do with those. Because it's one thing to, you know, like, have Magatamas. Like, they don't even give you, like, good Magatamas either. They just give you ones that's, like... They just give you Magatamas that's, like, level 1 unupgraded stuff. I wish those Magatama tickets actually did something besides take up inventory space and not give me anything, like, useful. Because I still gotta pay out the nose for, like, everything in the world. I hate it so much. It's why I don't even try to bother most of the time with Magatamas. Like, I'll just get a whole bunch of level 1s and then leave them on a character. We're not doing Yakaze. No, we'll do her because it's, it continues it. What's that thing called? It's green. She's green. Green like the color of money. Give me SR Magatamas. I'm tired of playing Time Attack. I get it. It's like, every time I have like a choice to play the Arena or Time Attack, like when I do like my daily login and stuff like that, and I see I need to upgrade like Magatamas, I always get kind of annoyed because it means like, oh no, my one daily login for the next 5 hours is my login for the next 5 hours is going to be dominated by I need to get Magatamas from Time Attack. And obviously you can't do just one Time Attack. You gotta do like 5 to get anything, any sort of meaningful Magatamas amounts out of it. It's always such a chore. Oh, the 10 times was broken on time attack? Yeah, I heard that was, if you did the times 10 time attack thing, you only got the results from one time attack. And you spent 10 AP. So it was an absolute shit show if you were trying to get any sort of real farming done. Because every so often I would see that little that times 10 icon you could click that would be like right here. And every time I would see that I would think, I wish I could do times 10 of these like secret missions or something like that. It would be really nice if I could just like... Obviously these secret missions are meant for people who have, you know, if you have more characters you can do that. But honestly, if I could have the ability to do secret missions one time and then it would count for, like, you use 5 allocated spots, or you use the value of 5 characters compared to your 1 and you get 5 times the results. And it was sad that that happened. It's like Gremory out there giving us hope for like 10 times 10 Magatama runs. Oh, that's perfect. I love it. Gremory, you're being so generous. And no, it wasn't generous. It was actually very, very sad, because there was no benefit out of there. You actually lost a whole bunch of resources if you did it. Which is why I wish Gremory sometimes would get their act a little bit together. Good job, Oboro. That was actually a really fast run. Simple and straightforward. Alright, Felicia, now it's your turn. Show us how it's done. GC suppress. There we go. Vampiric Zone, Orochi-Nagi. Cool, we got that. We're ready to go. I don't have her other weapon for that, which is sad. Because that weapon's really nice if you're doing like a specifically a... what's that thing called again? A debuffs build. $1 million damage, yeah. Have you ever seen the picture of where the person who got a 22 million damage Orochi-Nagi? Where that happened? That's probably one of my favorite pictures from the community, is like doing that much damage in one shot. Like, Felicia is absolutely insane. I mean, even then, if it doesn't crit, it's still doing like 250,000 damage. Which is no weak hit. Like, man, I have to build up Micah to hit something like that off of a normal attack damage. Like, then you have Felicia just like, oh, I'm just gonna do a casual 250k to 3 million damage. It's, you know, simple stuff. What, you can't do that? I swear, they make all these fun characters, and I can't say no. And switch her for her. Perfect. Yeah, this is actually our second Protect character we've gotten in the last 6 months. Micah was Protect, then Rin was Suppress, then Sora is Protect. It's like, we got duped again by the supporter color. Because the supporter color was green, and then the Sora was blue. Very odd. Oh, I don't think it'll matter too much. Give it to him, Micah. Show him how it's done. Oh, Micah, you're just lovely. You're just fire and forget all the time. Micah and Rin have relatives in the Carlo the Bloodlord VN. Wow, there's an actual connection between the two of them in that thing. I'm impressed. Is it like, wait, is it like a distant relative situation, or is it like actually meaningful information? Wow, okay. There you go. See, not a problem for Micah. Absolutely bulldozing them down with no chance to even retaliate. God, I love this woman. And we'll finish it off with Miss Uehara Rin. Oh, Micah's older sister, Homura, is it? I think that's what her name is. Take off the hat. That one. And we'll put her in blue. Because, oh baby, she's got it. And Rin's other cousin. Okay, so is it like another Shikanosuke situation where like it's the male has to dress like in that sort of fashion and not be abducted or something like that? Because I'm not quite sure. Because I know little to nothing about Carlo the Bloodlord. Miss Big Meaty Rin. It's up to her now. Is she gonna finish this all off? She probably is, of course. Oh, damn, 393,000. Jesus. Come on, baby. You got this. And And that's how it's done. Perfect. Alright, we have done pretty much everything I wanted to do today. We did the event, we showed off Sora, we got Noah's buffs, show off the costumes for all of them, talked about that sort of stuff, talked about Noah, talked about Sora. We got everybody in here. It's a good little showcase we got going on. That was a nice time. Alright, I think we'll call it here. We had a very productive day for sure. Obviously we're not going to go like 9 hours like Mr. Bella D. He's a real trooper for sure. But I think we'll leave it at that. Thanks for everyone who stopped by. It was a very fun time. I enjoyed it as well. We had a very productive day. But all good things must come to an end. Tomorrow we have the episode 1 of Postal Brain Damage. Come on over there if you like a little old-timey shooter action. But either way, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Bam, bam, bam. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, follow on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, do all that good sort of stuff because it's great for me and it's even better for you. So, and as always, like your boy Hardcorn says, I'll see you next time.